Exceptional Community Hospital. Your Ardmore Hospital is now open. We're a full-service hospital focused on addressing the healthcare needs of the community. We offer a wide range of care, including on-site labs and radiology services. You can count on friendly and caring staff, experienced physicians, and personalized care plans during a hospital stay or emergency visit. Plus, our streamlined check-in processes keeps your wait to a minimum. Exceptional Community Hospital Ardmore, because someone as exceptional as you deserves our care.
It's regional tournament basketball here inside the Gary Scott Center on YouTube, powered by KICM TV. Hello, everyone, and good evening, and welcome inside Long Grove, Oklahoma. Once again, inside the Gary Scott Center for two matchups tonight. Winners bracket regional tournament action in Class 4A. We'll start off tipping off in about 33 minutes. It'll be the Long Grove Lady Longhorns, 19-5 overall and 18th ranked inside Class 4A, taking on the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers, who are 17-8 and ranked 13th inside Class 4A. Should be a great matchup. Welcome inside the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. This is the official sponsor for the pregame shows here on KICM TV, and of course here in regional playoff action. Winner advances to the regional championship at Douglas. They'll take on the winner of either the Douglas Lady Trojans or Cash. With their streamlined check-in process, your wait time is shorter than traditional hospital settings. Exceptional Community Hospital, where someone as exceptional as you deserves our care. Once again, this is the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. We're going to have a stacked slate before tip-off. Once again at 6 o'clock, we're going to have Sam Hill join us. He joined us last Saturday before the district championship games right here inside this very building. The Lady Longhorns and Longhorns picked up wins in the district championship against arch rival Plainview in the 5-mile feud, and some tough matchups tonight for both teams. Once again, we mentioned the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers coming in with a 17-8 overall record, number 13, led by Kayla Denton. First-year man Jesse Buck will try to lead his team to the district championship at Douglas. They'll have to get through the Lady Panthers first, and of course, immediately following tip-off will be slated around 7:30. It's the Ardmore Tigers versus the Long Grove Longhorns. Stephen Hunt versus Daquan Cubitt. It should be a great matchup. Both games should be great. Regional doubleheader in the winner's bracket on a Super Tuesday night here in Long Grove, Oklahoma. Once again, this is the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. We're going to step aside and take a break and be back with more here on KICM TV.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
we're with you. We're united.
Your pickup is an extension of you. Whether it's a work truck or a daily driver, you'll probably add a brush guard, steps, or rhino lining, spray-in bed liner, or running boards, bed mat, and cargo cover. If you're towing a camper, you may need a fifth wheel hitch. If it's your pride and joy, consider custom wheels and tires to go along with everything else. V&E Custom Trucks can take your stock pickup just like every other Joe on the block and turn it into your one-of-a-kind dream machine. Or just make it a lot more functional for you. Whatever your taste, whatever your budget, talk to the experts in V&E Custom Trucks. Highway 70 in Lone Grove, 657-6536.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
Harvey Douglas Funeral Home and Crematory wants you to know that planning ahead gives you the opportunity to select merchandise and services at today's prices and relieves your loved ones of making hasty decisions later. Harvey Douglas is the only funeral home in Ardmore offering 4 family meeting rooms with unique backdrops to personalize your experience. Their caring staff can help arrange every aspect of a beautiful funeral. Before making any decisions, visit Harvey Douglas Funeral Home and Crematory in their new facility at 2118 South Commerce in Ardmore.
It's the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show on KICM TV. Andy Dunham being joined by Sam Hill, much like Saturday night. He's very gracious to give us his time to come on and talk a little basketball here as we get set for a Super Tuesday slate of our regional winter bracket games. Right, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely ready. It's new. You know, usually this is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday deal, and they have actually moved the winner's bracket to Tuesdays this year, and the loser's bracket will be on Thursday.
We were talking off the air. This is for the last 5 years now.
Yes.
The Long Grove Longhorns have hosted a regional game. Of course, you're the athletic director here. You got to, meet a bunch of different teams at one time. Of course, we had districts here as well. But now, once the regional games, of course, this is just a subside as well. So
Yes.
Thursday night will be the final night that games will be played right inside the Gary Scott Center. Correct?
Right. Yep, that's correct.
Absolutely. Well, just kind of give your thoughts. We mentioned district championship Saturday night, last Saturday night. Feels like we were just there. Feels like just like last night we were there. But just kind of give your thoughts about both games.
Yeah, quick turnaround for sure. The Pauls Valley game. Pauls Valley, I think, has surprised a lot of people this year. They didn't have a great record. We actually met them in district last year in the district finals over here. They had beat Sulphur, and then we played them in the finals and beat them. And they have actually had a really good season. I think they're rated number 13 right now and play a pretty tough schedule and have done really well. Our girls, the same respect. I think we're 19-5 now. Great season for us, almost at 20 wins for the year. And, this is a big game for both teams because, you win and regardless of what happens Saturday night, you're automatically in the area tournament. You lose this game, then you got to bounce back Friday and Saturday with 2 wins to get there, which, our girls last year, were beaten in the to-go game on Saturday to get to the area tournament, much like the boys. So a little bit easier task getting there if you can go ahead and win tonight.
Talking with Sam Hill, the athletic director, also high school basketball analyst, I'd like to say, here on KICM TV. He's joined us. He's joining us on the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. Once again, you mentioned a winner, loser, no matter what happens. Thank you very much, Cade, as he joins us here. We're coordinating your camera tonight. Winner or loser goes to Douglas, correct? So
yes.
So Thursday night. So I'm looking right here on my bracket.
Yeah.
It
Winner of this one will go play at Douglas on Friday or Saturday. The loser would be playing on Friday. Would have to win that game to get to Saturday to potentially win to get to the area tournament. Same with the boys tonight.
Loser of this game will play the winner of Star Spencer and Sulphur. That game will tip off, of course, on Thursday, and then the winner will obviously play Douglas or Cash. I believe that's what I'm getting here on the bracket. But yeah, no, you've joined us. Getting back to the girls' game really quick, they had an impressive win. They beat the Plainview Lady Indians for now the 3rd time in a season, 2nd time that's happened in consecutive years. Just kind of some things that jumped out at you at that game.
Like we were talking about the other night, I think holding kind of the court there prior to halftime a little bit really helped us out. We talked about the 3rd quarter. Plainview the week before had made a big run. They actually made another run in the 3rd quarter the other night in the district championship game. But the 4th quarter, kind of Long Grove reasserted itself, took back control of that game, and was able to pull out the win. So that's a big win. I mean, like we said, we're handling it one game at a time. But for these kids, there's a lot of familiarity with each other, and so that's a rivalry game where they're going to go really at it hard.
We got a matchup tonight of 2, I would say, first-year head coaches. Obviously, this is Jesse Buck's 2nd year coaching the girls, but it's really his 1st year getting all his eggs in one basket. Of course, you mentioned he did a great job. He's led the Lady Longhorns to a 19-5 overall record. But Kayla Denton leads the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers this year after 5 seasons at Ida Bell. She's really turned around the program. Like you said, Pauls Valley kind of has been on the downward trend here recently for Lady Panther basketball, but Kayla Denton, after just 1 year, seems like she's got her ladies going in the right direction.
Absolutely. She had a lot of success at Ida Bell, including winning a state championship down there. And we faced them, I believe we faced them probably in the year or two after you graduated. I think we were at a regional down there at Ida Bell, and she did a really good job with that team and has done a really exceptional job with these ladies this year. They do have an injury, but again, they play hard from the film that I've watched on them, and it ought to be a pretty good game tonight. Really, both teams I think are pretty evenly matched. So just the winner's probably going to be the one that makes the fewest mistakes.
Talking with Sam Hill, this is the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show with an average wait time of 15 minutes. Exceptional Community Hospital provides fast, reliable care when it matters most. Exceptional Community Hospital, where someone as exceptional as you deserves our care. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back, and we're going to talk the boys matchup.
Absolutely.
Does that sound good with you?
Sounds
All
great.
right, yeah. We'll take a quick break and be back here on KICM TV.
Bank First is deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Bank First.
Back here on KICM TV, the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. About 23 minutes until tip-off. Games 1 and 2 in the winner's bracket. Regional tournament action. Winner or loser advances ahead because both teams won on district championship Saturday night. The winner will advance to Douglas. They will take on the winner of Cache or Douglas. And the loser will play the winner of Star Spencer and Sulphur. I got to get all these games. I got to get all, you got the girls bracket. Of course, I got a boys bracket somewhere over here. I got too many papers flying everywhere. But
It's like a Rubik's Cube trying to figure that thing out
Sure
sometimes.
Sure it is. So let's go ahead and talk boys matchup. Lone Grove gets a win. Once again, starting to see a little trend here. Lone Grove gets 3 wins over Plainview, and of course Saturday night was probably the one that meant the most more. You win a district championship, you advance to the winners bracket. Just kind of some things that stuck out to you in that game.
I mean, I thought both teams, really played well. I mean, both teams played good defense. The score was low scoring, 47-33, and sometimes that's I mean, a person can say, well, we missed a bunch of shots or whatever, and a lot of times that has to do with the other team and the type of defense they're playing. And give credit to Plainview, they played really good defense. Our kids played really good defense and just kind of started to pull away late. And it was a lot like the previous weekend, even with the girls. It was kind of we got ahead a little bit, and in that third quarter, we kind of withstand the run. Fourth quarter, Plainview makes another run, and we withstand that. I think they had cut it to 6, and we end up winning the game by 14. So good win for our kids, and definitely have another tough one tonight with Ardmore.
Very yeah, you're exactly right. They're very similar in games, especially with the girls' game. The Plainview girls are down by a substantial amount, over double digits. They come out and they outscore the Lady Horns. Same game happened with the boys. Credit to Plainview for making those adjustments. They'll be here on Thursday night. The Plainview boys and girls will be here. So you mentioned Ardmore. This is an interesting matchup. Lone Grove and Ardmore boys. I can't believe I'm having to say that, but it is. This is something that doesn't happen very often. No. And Ardmore is led by, like Lone Grove, a first-year man. Lone Grove led by Stephen Hunt. Ardmore is led by Daquan Cubitt, and he's a man who has been around a little bit. Was at Broken Bow, was at Randall University a little bit, and more high school as well. He was on with our station director, one of our station directors, Jay Lindley, during he was a part of a high school spotlight interview, something you've been a part of a couple times this year. It's brought to you by the station. He talked about in his early coaching days being a thief, and basically meaning he's picking up lessons from other coaches that he's learned on. So basically he learned from one coach about bringing intensity into coaching, and another one is, of course, it's a big deal in high school, is dealing with parents and all that. You know about that.
Oh, yeah.
For you, you're a longtime head coach. You've been a head coach for a long time, very successful. Who were some of the coaches that you learned some of these similar characteristics or something even different from?
Oh, obviously my high school coach, David Davidson, he ended up leaving, he led us to the state tournament at Surreal, ended up leaving, going to Blanchard, learned a lot from him. His dad was a long-time coach in the college ranks at USAO. I think he even coached at Kansas State back in the old days with Tex Winter, who eventually, made it, with the triangle offense with the Chicago Bulls. So deep ties there. And then Kenny Bear over at Velma, not say Velma, VA is what I always call it. And obviously Coach Hunt, he's been at Velma Alma as well, learned a lot from him. And I think the system that really Kenny has worked forever. I mean, 20-plus years. They win close to 20 games every year, get to the state tournament. And that's kind of a Doug Tolan system when he was at OBU and everything like that. So, and then I can go on down the list. I mean, John Garrett that used to be here, he was a Velma guy. Me and him talk X's and O's a lot. Brandon Gallagher, he was at Pioneer for a long time. He's at Cordell. John Lazenby, the Lazenby boys that went through Lenco with the big state tournament runs and everything. And you just pick up bits and pieces from and going to coaches' clinics. You pick up bits and pieces, and a lot of guys will say, well, how's that going to impact me? That's a college deal. Well, you can take bits and pieces of it, and at some point it may benefit some of the personnel that you have. And so you can never, just kind of drown out what you see. And like Coach was saying, you want to be a thief. You want to be able to take all of that kind of stuff, because regardless of what anyone thinks about themselves, you're not inventing something. It's already been done, by someone, been mastered by someone, and being able to talk to those older coaches who have been there and done that, that's kind of a blessing a lot of times for a younger coach to get out there and pick their brain and steal some of that insight from them.
I believe the word Jay Lindley used as well was plagiarizing and localizing.
Absolutely.
So,
to the max.
Yeah, to those two as well. That was good. That was really good stuff. I was meaning I listened to the interview, and of course Coach Cubitt has done a great job with Ardmore. Got them to the winners bracket tonight. I can't wait for that matchup as well. But getting back to Lone Grove really quickly. First year man Stephen Hunt, of course, he's learned from the coaching tree of Kenny Bear at VA, but this team is really interesting, because I was obviously interested to see what they'd look like on Saturday night. Saturday night was the first time I had ever watched a full game.
Right.
I was of course impressed, but to you, what do you think are some of the main points that have been the secret to success for Lone Grove basketball?
with them, I mean, it's just a structured way that he runs things. I mean, there's a certain way you do it, and if you're not going to do it that way, you're going to be held accountable. Defense too, it starts on the defensive end. I mean, you see a guy like TJ Culberson out there. TJ sells out all the time, and that's kind of the mentality of those Kenny Bear teams that we had at VA. You would always have kids that were like that on the girls boys side both, and so you just kind of try to ingrain that into your athletes, and they've done really well. I mean, you can see steady improvement from the first of the year till now. And they feel confident. Tonight, Ardmore, it's like you said, that's something that you just, to me, I think of Ardmore, I always thought of Ardmore as, a big 5A school or something like that. And I told Aiden, of course, I get here and we do a bunch of research way back. I think there's some years I was missing, like in the 40s or something like that. But if what I've got holds true, this will be the first time that Ardmore and Lone Grove have met in a playoff basketball game since 1929.
Wow.
I think it was like there might have been a couple of years there in the 20s where they played, early days of the OSSAA tournament. But and I'm missing a few years in the 40s, but that's almost 100 years right there that without any playoffs.
Yeah. I was getting into this the other night, doing some last-minute research, and I just kind of came up to the point where this game is been in the making since these two towns have been found. Ardmore High School founded in 1899. Lone Grove was founded in 1887. Of course, that's what the internet says. You never know, but
well, it's got to be true, right?
Sure, right. Yeah. Google, right?
Google,
that's what Google said, and Google is always right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're about 16 minutes until tip-off. I don't want to keep you too long, but just some great basketball tonight. Can't wait to be a part of it. And, of course, both Lone Grove girls and boys, of course, win or lose tonight, their season will continue, but it will continue in a different place. It'll be at Douglas.
At Douglas High School, yeah. Hopefully we're talking about playing at 6 o'clock and 7:30 on Saturday night, because that means we're in the regional final. So that'd be great for both teams.
Absolutely. And, of course, we'll have all the games right here on KICM TV, so if you can't make it down to Douglas, we'll be there. At least I'll be there. And it should be a great time.
Absolutely. Real quick, want to throw a shout-out to Brianna Walser and Luke Stinson. They are two wrestlers. They both qualified for the state tournament. Brianna was the runner-up in her, I believe, is 155-pound class, and Luke was the, I believe, fourth-place finisher in the 138-pound class. And so they will be competing at the state tournament. I think Luke starts on Thursday night at some point. That tournament starts at 6, and then Brianna will start her quest the next day on Friday. So good luck to them, those wrestlers.
Where will that be at?
That's going to be at the OG&E Coliseum. I used to.
Wow.
It's going to be hard for me to call it
OG&E,
not the big house or something, but the big house is obviously not there anymore. But it will be at the OG&E Coliseum. State wrestling this coming week, and then or this week right here, and then next week we start the small school state tournament. So big things going on in Oklahoma sports going into that new venue up there.
That's awesome. wrestling, high school wrestling. I know you had a busy Sunday watching hockey, U.S. Olympic hockey.
Absolutely.
But did you partake in the Iowa-Oklahoma State wrestling match?
No, I got to go to watch our wrestlers on Tuesday and Friday last week.
Yeah.
But I seen Sunday. They were just going around the block, and I mean it was a packed. We were hoping it would be like that for the KU game on Wednesday, and we knew it would be like that for the Iowa-Oklahoma State wrestling matches. And if you've never seen an OSU wrestling match, and it doesn't have to be Iowa, it could be any of them, but especially someone that's a big rival.
It could be Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa, it doesn't matter. That place is a absolute madhouse. So if you've never experienced that, you're not a fan, it doesn't really matter. Go take that in. That ought to be a bucket list item.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, Sam Hill, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely,
man, on the
Andy,
Exceptional
anytime,
Community Hospital
man.
pregame show. You do a great job. I was watching you back and forth when I got here and I was setting everything up. You're running back and forth, welcoming officials, welcoming obviously the teams that are coming in. Pauls Valley Lady Panthers got in here. They warmed up, and of course they're in the locker room now. But you do a great job, and I know this is a busy time for you, so we appreciate you taking your time out of your day and joining us on the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show.
Appreciate you guys being here, man.
Absolutely. We'll see you on Friday night. How about that?
Sounds good, buddy.
Absolutely. All right.
See you, man.
Thank you so much. Sam Hill, ladies and gentlemen, does a great job. The athletic director, high school basketball analyst as well for us here on KICM TV. Spent many times here on this platform. This is the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. We're going to take a quick break, about 12 minutes until tip-off. We're going to preview the matchups between first the Lady Panthers and the Lady Longhorns. And with an average wait time of 15 minutes, Exceptional Community Hospital provides fast, reliable care when it matters most. Exceptional Community Hospital, where as exceptional as you, deserves our care. We're going to take a quick, long, extended break, and we'll be back right after these words here on KICM TV.
Bank First is deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery has been caring for the people of Southern Oklahoma for over 40 years. As board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons, Dr. Wallace and Dr. Sutherland have the highest level of expertise in the removal of wisdom teeth, placement of dental implants, facial injuries, corrective jaw surgery, jaw pain, and facial cosmetic surgery. By continually learning innovative techniques and utilizing the most up-to-date technology, they are able to provide world-class oral and facial surgery right here in Southern Oklahoma. To discuss your oral or facial surgical needs, call the experts at Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery.
Bank First is deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery has been caring for the people of Southern Oklahoma for over 40 years. As board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons, Dr. Wallace and Dr. Sutherland have the highest level of expertise in the removal of wisdom teeth, placement of dental implants, facial injuries, corrective jaw surgery, jaw pain, and facial cosmetic surgery. By continually learning innovative techniques and utilizing the most up-to-date technology, they are able to provide world-class oral and facial surgery right here in Southern Oklahoma. To discuss your oral or facial surgical needs, call the experts at Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery.
PayMe checking is the #1 debit card at Communication Federal. With good reason, because you earn real money rewards with your Visa debit card. With Communication Federal, you can get a fresh, shiny, new debit card at the branch same day, so you can get out there and do your thing. And get rewards for doing it. Open your PayMe checking account online at comfedcu.org or at any branch in just a few minutes. PayMe checking, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Curbside pickup from Applebee's of Ardmore is an easy way to enjoy all of your Applebee's game day favorites. Favorites like the Fiesta Lime Chicken or made-to-order burgers. And Applebee's 2 for $25 is always a winning play. Order online or via the Applebee's app. Or better yet, have Applebee's cater your game day party. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Applebee's of Ardmore. Open till midnight Sunday through Thursday and open till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays.
Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery has been caring for the people of Southern Oklahoma for over 40 years. As board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons, Dr. Wallace and Dr. Sutherland have the highest level of expertise in the removal of wisdom teeth, placement of dental implants, facial injuries, corrective jaw surgery, jaw pain, and facial cosmetic surgery. By continually learning innovative techniques and utilizing the most up-to-date technology, they are able to provide world-class oral and facial surgery right here in Southern Oklahoma. To discuss your oral or facial surgical needs, call the experts at Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
Scott Center at Lone Grove High School for round 1 of the 4A Regional Basketball Tournament. Game 1 will be between Pauls Valley Lady Panthers and the Lone Grove Lady Longhorns. At this time, would you please stand for the playing of the national anthem? Let's meet the starters for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers. Junior, number 14, Kate Taylor. Junior, number 5, Mallory Carter. Junior, number 4, Maddie Williams. Senior number 21, Eileen Dixon. Junior number 25, Rachel Hamilton. The lady game is coached by Kayla Denton, assisted by Jason Germany and Josh Boynton. And now, the starters in the Lone Grove Lady Longhorns. First up, junior number 1, Gracie Lewis. Senior number 14, Callie Williamson. Senior number 15, Rayana White. Senior number 22, Kristen Hunt. Senior number 23, Sadie Hopperson.
All right, let's meet those starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, led by first-year head coach for the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers, Kayla Denton, assisted by also J.C. Germany and Josh Boyington. It's number 4, Maddie Williams, number 5, Mallory Carter, number 14, Kate Taylor, number 21, Kylene Denton, and number 25, Rachel Hamilton. And for the Lone Grove Lady Longhorns are also led by second-year man head coach Jesse Buck, and also assisted by Casey Dellis and Josh Mitchell. It's number 1, Gracie Lewis, number 14, Callie Williamson, number 15, Rayana White, number 22, Presley Hunt, and number 23, Sadie Hockersmith. In the circle, it's Kate Taylor and Hockersmith for the jump ball. Winner advances to the regional championship game. We'll play the winner of Cash or Douglas. Loser still advances to Douglas, but has to play in the consolation championship game. It's Gracie Lewis with a great pick-up, hop-step move in for 2, and the Lady Horns are on the board 2-0 in the first 20 seconds of action. Pauls Valley was shown by a full-court press. They break it easily, and all the way to the rim was Rachel Hamilton, but she misses it off the glass, and here come the Lady Horns. Leading by 2-0, it's Callie Williamson, who was the star in the District Saturday Night Championship win against Plainview. She sets up Gracie Lewis for now her 4th point. It's Gracie Lewis 4, Pauls Valley 0. Quick pass ahead. Here comes Pauls Valley, having no trouble breaking the press, and it's Mallory Carter for the first bucket for Pauls Valley. 4-2 the score. A minute has gone by. 6 combined points. A steal is stolen from Callie Williamson. Quick trigger 3. That is way too strong. Williamson was there for the backside rebound, lost it, picked back up, and it's Carter for 2 again. She's got 4. Lots of scoring so far, and for Pauls Valley, the points have come from one player. That's Mallory Carter. And for Lone Grove, the points have come from one player. That's Gracie Lewis, who was denied the ball screen up top. The point guard is Rihanna White. She's left open for 3, straight ahead. Too strong off the back iron, and skying in for the rebound is Kylene Denton. Stolen from behind by Lewis. And Lewis has 6 points. Pauls Valley, a long 3 from the right wing. It's no good. Ball was tipped out by White into the control of Pauls Valley, an offensive rebound. Kate Taylor in for 2, too strong, and a rebound from Hockersmith. Hockersmith with over 500 career rebounds at Lone Grove. White tries another 3. That one's too strong again. Lewis goes for the rebound, and she loses it out of bounds. 6-4 is the score, 5:44 left in the first quarter. Inbounding underneath is Rihanna White. Trying to get free are a multitude of Lady Longhorns. It gets into the hands of the senior forward, Sadie Hockersmith, wearing number 23. Guarded up top by Maddie Williams. Driving with a left hand. Missing the shot, and a rebound cleared by Kate Taylor. Both teams like to get up and down the floor. Stolen by Williamson. Ahead for room service is Hockersmith, who smoked the lay. She gets her offensive rebound back and gets the redemption. And it's 8-4 to start the first quarter. 5:21 left after nearly half of the first quarter has gone by. We've seen 12 combined points, 8 for the Lady Longhorns, 4 for the Lady Panthers. We'll be back after these words on KICM TV.
PayMe checking is the #1 debit card at Communication Federal. With good reason, because you earn real money rewards with your Visa debit card. With Communication Federal, you can get a fresh, shiny new debit card at the branch same day, so you can get out there and do your thing and get rewards for doing it. Open your PayMe checking account online at comfedcu.org or at any branch in just a few minutes. PayMe checking, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Girls might have a team, Dirty. Back to action inside the Gary Scott Center. 8-4 is your score. Gracie Lewis has already tripled her point total from last Saturday night in the district championship against Plainview. She only had 2 points. She's got 6 with still 5:10 left in the first quarter. Sadie Hockersmith bucket was the first point scored by the Lady Longhorns, not named Lewis. For 3 in the corners, Mallory Taylor. And for Taylor, she's got all 7 points so far, and the first triple falls for Pauls Valley. 8-7, 4:54 left in the first quarter. Lewis with the aforementioned 6, now makes it 8. Driving right at the chest of Rachel Hamilton. 10-7 the score, 4:40 left. Right-handed layup is good by Kate Taylor. First points by the Lady Panthers, not named Mallory Carter. 10-9 is the score. Missed three-pointer by Presley Hunt. That was her first shot attempt of the night. Here comes Pauls Valley. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Williamson. It stays with the Lady Panthers. Williamson gets off the deck, has to be helped up by 2 teammates. Callie Williamson notched 19 points with 5 three-pointers in the win against Plainview Saturday night. 3 different Lady Longhorns scored in double figures. Inbound pass goes out to Kylene Denton in the corner. Trying to drive baseline, denied by Hunt. Now kicks out, 3-pointer, it's open. Too short, skying in for the offensive rebounds, Rachel Hamilton. Pauls Valley clearing out. Taylor. Now a drive by Hamilton, who's scoreless. got her own offensive rebound and does a nice job on the hustle. Went down to the ground and tapped it back out to her teammate Carter, who has 7 points, and she traveled. Pressure at the top by the Lady Longhorns resulted in the turnover by the Lady Panthers. 10-9 the score, 3:46 left in the first quarter. Winner advances to the regional championship game that will be played on Friday night at Douglas High School. Hunt from way downtown, rainbow three-pointer. Hunt likes to put a lot of arc in her three-point shots. She was too strong. There was a rebound. There was a foul. It's on the Lady Longhorns. That's the first team foul that has been called tonight. Side out, it's Pauls Valley basketball, who has not led so far in this game. Under 3.5 to play, they trail by 1, 10-9. Entry pass stolen. Lewis, who's been all over the floor, offensively and defensively. Bounce pass to Hawker Smith. It was at her ankles. She could not corral it. It's out of bounds off of the Lady Longhorns. Some pressure being shown by the Lady Longhorns. Pauls Valley has not had any problems breaking the press. It was Hamilton who got all the way to the bucket, was too strong on the shot off the glass. That's a wild shot in the lane, but it falls for the first lead for Pauls Valley. Kate Taylor has 4 points. 11-10 is the score. 2:52 left. White drives, right side, layup, no. And a rebound by Pauls Valley. Kylene Denton controls. Going the other way, 2:42 left. It's been a fast-paced game so far in game 1 of 2 here at the Gary Scott Center. A wild three-pointer that misses badly, but Pauls Valley, who is making their money on the offensive glass, it's Mallory Carter again with 9 points now. 13-10. Pauls Valley nursing a 3-point lead with 2:20 left in the first quarter. Hunt, right wing, tries to drive on Hamilton, does get the baseline, but she's doubled at the bottom. Gets back up top to the right wing to Hawker Smith, who drives inside off the glass. She's fouled. Second combined foul from both teams. That's the first on the Lady Panthers, and this should be free throws for the senior Sadie Hawker Smith, who last year was named to the All-Lake Country Conference team a season ago. First free throw's no good. Second free throw's up and good. 1 for 2 from the free throw line goes Hawker Smith. She's got 3 points. Other way goes Pauls Valley. Missed shot underneath, knocked out of bounds by Williamson. 13-11 is the score, 1:57 left. Inbound pass to Kate Taylor. Neither team has made a substitution yet until Jaden Cronley had checked into the game. Cronley led the outlet pass ahead to Hawker Smith. Back out White, top of the key. Drive with a left-handed layup, and we're tied at 13. White gets on the board. Had a slow start last Saturday night against Plainview, but asserted herself in the second half, scoring 11 second-half points. Ball knocked out of bounds, stays with Pauls Valley. Corner. Carter knocked out of bounds by Williamson. What was the key in that game for Long Grove? It was obviously the three ball in the first half, but it was also the defense up top. It was the pressure shown by the guards, the front court of the Lady Longhorns that got to the Lady Indians early in that game. Ball is thrown out of bounds. That should be Lady Longhorn basketball, and it is. Another substitution for the Lady Longhorns. It's Maggie Nance, number 12, checking in for the Lady Longhorns. So Cronley in, Nance in. The remaining starters so far for the Lady Longhorns and Jesse Buck's squad are Hawker Smith, White, and Hunt. Hunt scoreless. With a corner three, she can change that, and she does. Bottom on the triple. 16-13. There's still a minute left in the first quarter. Here comes Hamilton. Too strong off the back iron. Offensive rebound once again for Pauls Valley. Wild shot in the lane missed by Hockersmith. She can throw it ahead for a bucket. She does not. Decides to keep the possession in control, and it gets to White up top, the point guard. Wearing the number 15 in white. Double screen, double ball screen action. White's left open for three. Free to fire, no good. Offensive rebound, Hockersmith. Lady Longhorns giving the Lady Panthers a taste of their own medicine. An offensive rebound and a chance for second chance points. Cronley, right hand, missed it. Ball tapped around. It was in the hands of Nance, but there's an offensive foul. .1 seconds left. Lady Horns up 16-3, courtesy of a three-pointer by Presley Hunt. That was the first three-pointer for the two combined in this game. Mallory Carter with 9. Nearly had double figures with that shot right there. Rebound, 3 seconds. White has to put it up, gets it across the timeline, puts up the three, it won't count. That shot will not count. 16-13 is your score after 8 minutes. We should have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away here on KICM TV. Lady Horns up by 3.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
You're looking at the huddle of the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers, who are 17-8, ranked 13 inside Class 4A. They're led by first-year head coach Kayla Denton, who was highly touted. She decided to leave Ida Bell after 5 seasons, where she was 97-36 overall in those 5 years, including 3 consecutive 25-win seasons and 3 state tournament appearances, 2 in the championship game, 1 state championship in 2023-2024. Looking to replicate that success in Pauls Valley. We start with an offensive foul and a turnover. Lexi Dismuke, number 3, had checked in for the final portion of that first quarter. Maddie Williams relieves Dismuke after just a minute of action. Ella Munholland, number 10, is in the game. Lewis, who was white hot in that first quarter, scoring 8 points. Leading the Lady Longhorns in scoring so far. Here's White, who had 2 in the first quarter. She's got a nice layup, opening up the second quarter. White with 4 points. There's a turnover. Lady Panthers feeling the pressure of the Lady Longhorns. Lone Grove up by 5. 7:19 left in the second quarter. Hunt, too strong. She made 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Lewis, offensive board, puts it up and in for 2. And the first player in double figures for the Lady Longhorns is number 1, Gracie Lewis. 20-13 is the score. 7-point advantage for the Lady Longhorns after this break.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
Harvey Douglas.
20-13 the score, 7:07 left, out of bounds. Knocked out by Gracie Lewis, who's been the star so far in this game for Jesse Buck's squad. Already in double figures with 10 points. Leading scorers on both sides. Mallory Carter still has 9 for the Lady Panthers. Ball tipped up into the air, still controlled by Pauls Valley. It's Denton who had it stolen. Williamson, left-handed layup is good. 22-13. Callie Williamson, after 19 points against Plainview, scores our first bucket in the second quarter. Quickly the other way's Carter again. Carter has 11. Lewis left wide open underneath, but missed the layup. The fight for the rebound underneath. It is controlled by Pauls Valley. They get it out in a hurry. They have numbers if they want it. Nice pass. Hamilton blocked from behind by Lewis. Lewis had missed the layup on the other end. Got up, hustled back, and was able to block the shot from behind. Substitution, it's Jessie Caldwell in the game for the first time tonight for the Lady Panthers. She relieves number 4, Maddie Williams. Long two. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound by White. That was a missed shot by Taylor. Here comes White. Hunt, 3. She's open. She's got it. Everything clicking so far for the Lady Horns. Hunt with her second 3, and she has 6 points. Short corner, hop step in the lane. Rebound controlled by Lewis with 10. In the lane, no. Caldwell the rebound. Here comes Hamilton in transition. Both teams like to run. You've seen it early, and there's a foul underneath. Nice pass from Hamilton to Kate Taylor. Free throws for Pauls Valley. First attempts of the night for the Lady Panthers. First one is up and good. Substitutions for the Lady Longhorns. 2 in, 2 out. Some new faces for Jessie Buck's squad. Number 33, Callie Wallace. Second free throw up and good for Carter. Number 0, Alicia Stevenson. Also in for the Lady Horns. Hunt, series of moves. Getting to the lane, she draws a foul. Call it on Lexi Dismuke. Free throw attempts 3 and 4 for the Lady Longhorns from Presley Hunt. 5:08 left, 25-17. First one is up and good. Hunt, the senior, number 22, notched 1,000 career points earlier this season. The second Lady Longhorn to do so this season. Hockersmith was the other. Both free throws good, and Hunt has now 8 points. Pressure. Lady Panthers have to get it across the timeline. They do. Travel. 4:58 to play, 27-17. Hunt will inbound. It's Williamson who's the point guard. Brianna White gets her first rest of the game, and there's an offensive foul, an illegal screen set by the newly instated Callie Wallace, number 33. Senior who we did not see in the district championship matchup Saturday night against Plainview. 4:45 to play at the Gary Scott Center. Winner advances to the regional championship game at Douglas. Missed layup underneath by Gracie Manning, the senior, 5'6" guard. Lady Longhorns turned it over on the other end, and here comes Gracie Lewis. Gets Maggie Nance with 4:35 left in this first half. Lewis with 10 points, another substitution. Manning checks out. Shot is up and good. That's Taylor again. Taylor with 9 points. Nice pass. Lewis with now 12 points. Quickly ahead, Hamilton is fouled. There seems to be an injury on the field, or on the court, I should say. It was Hamilton who drove inside, got knocked down. She looked like she was holding her face, might have made contact with the court. You see the cameraman tonight, Cade McCurtain, doing a nice job. As Kayla Denton, first-year head coach for Pauls Valley, at the aid of Rachel Hamilton, the junior. $19 points for Pauls Valley. They still trail by 10, 29-19. All their points have came from 2 players, Mallory Carter and Kate Taylor. Taylor with 11. Mallory Carter with 11. She opened up the game with the first 7 points for Pauls Valley. Kate Taylor has 9. Missed shot. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Pauls Valley. 29-19 the score. On the other hand, every starter has scored for the Lady Longhorns, including White, who has 4, bringing the ball across the timeline. But it's been Gracie Lewis so far, number 1, with 12 points in this first half. Travel. Lewis, all of her shots have been exclusively in the lane so far tonight. Presley Hunt, the second leading scorer, with 8, including 2 triples. There's a triple up top, and it's Mallory Carter. Adding to her total of now 12 points. Lewis, Munholland missing the shot. Lewis, the rebound. Missed the shot, got her own offensive rebound back, and she takes a tumble to the court. It's going to be interesting to see if the official gives Lewis the benefit of the doubt. She was shooting the ball as she was falling down. They will not give Lewis free throws. Instead, it's a inbound underneath. It's Hunt to Lewis with 12. Hunt, the second leading scorer for Jesse Buck's squad. That's Lewis back inside for 2. She is unstoppable. 14 points in the first quarter. First half, I should say. 31-22. 9-point lead for the Lady Longhorns. Taylor, second leading scorer, and the only Lady Panther apart from Mallory Carter, who has scored. She had it stolen. Hunt, top of the key, looking for number 1. Instead, a nice backdoor cut. Cronley had it right at the block. She went up for the shot and lost control, out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Longhorns. Make sure to stick around, folks. 2:15 left in this first half, but we still have another game after this. Tip-off approximately scheduled for 7:30. The Lone Grove Longhorns versus the Ardmore Tigers. Very much anticipated matchup. We had Sam Hale on the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. And this is a game that has been in the waiting since 1929. Long jumper is good, and Kylene Denton scores. First Lady Panther bucket that hasn't been Mallory Carter or Kate Taylor. 31-24. Lady Longhorns up by 7. 1:45 left in the first half. It's been Lewis who will drive inside, didn't get a whistle. Not a great possession for the Lady Longhorns, and now it's the Lady Panthers. Corner three, it's up, and it is no good. It's out of bounds off of the Lady Panthers. More substitutions. Lewis checks out. We got a substitution for Pauls Valley. It's Rachel Hamilton who checked out of the game after taking a hard fall on the court. It's good to see that she's okay and she's back in this game. She relieved Gracie Manning. Maggie Nance is in for Gracie Lewis. 1:20 left. White taking on 2 defenders. Puts up the shot. No. Got her own miss. Puts it up. Missed the shot, but there's a foul. Should be free throws for White. White with 4 points tonight. She had 9 in the win against Plainview Saturday night. What you saw Saturday night from the Lady Longhorns was really the quite opposite of what you're seeing tonight. Lady Longhorns working more inside the arc than outside. They had 5 total team three-pointers in the first half against Plainview. There's a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Maggie Nance. The 5 team three-pointers came from Callie Williamson and Presley Hunt. Hunt had 2 three-pointers in the first half on Saturday night. She's got 2 tonight, along with 8 points. Foul, whistle and a foul, counted and the bucket. Kylene Denton. She'll get the extra free throw at the line. Trying to get the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Misses. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Jaden Cronley, nearly stolen away by Denton. Substitutions for the Lady Longhorns. Back in the game, Alicia Stevenson, the freshman. She gets Cronley. 5 for the Lady Longhorns is White, Nance, Wallace, Stevenson, and Hunt. White in trouble. Doesn't have her dribble. She gets to Hunt. 33-26, 44 seconds to play. Up top, a ball screen. Hunt dribbling around, 36 seconds, right wing. Now she lost her dribble. Gets it to Wallace. Wallace guarded heavily by Carter. Now to Hunt, double teamed, turnover. Pauls Valley the other way, they got numbers if they want it, 20 seconds left. See if they'll hold for a shot. No, they'll go ahead and take it. Missed a shot, but got it right back, but then lost it again. Stevenson, 8 seconds, she traveled. She tried to get it out front. The Lady Longhorns had players down the court, but Stevenson took an extra step before that pass. Lewis is at the scores table. She'll try to check in for those last 6.8 seconds. There's going to be a side out for Pauls Valley. She will get Wallace, the senior. Wearing the number 33. 6.8 to play. Actually, they put 2 seconds on the clock. There's 7 seconds left. 7 flat on the clock. 33-26 in favor of the Horns. Loose ball out of bounds. Last touch, Pauls Valley. There's going to be 1.7 seconds left on the clock, so this will have to be almost a catch and heave. It's Lewis who will inbound to White. She'll actually roll it, picked up by White, and have to put up the shot. It will not count. So that's the score at half. 33-26 is your score. We head into the halftime show that's brought to you by the station. Lady Longhorns charging into the home locker room, up 33-26. We'll take a quick break and be back after these words on KICM TV.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
Harvey Douglas Funeral Home and Crematory wants you to know that planning ahead gives you the opportunity to select merchandise and services at today's prices and relieves your loved ones of making hasty decisions later. Harvey Douglas is the only funeral home in Ardmore offering 4 family meeting rooms with unique backdrops to personalize your experience. Their caring staff can help arrange every aspect of a beautiful funeral. Before making any decisions, visit Harvey Douglas Funeral Home and Crematory in their new facility at 2118 South Commerce in Ardmore.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
Back here on YouTube, powered by KICM TV. This is regional winners bracket games tonight. This is games 1 of 2 here on KICM TV. First, we got the Long Grove Lady Longhorns taking on the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers, and it was a high-scoring affair early with just 5.5 minutes until both teams come out of their respective tunnels. Let's get some scoring updates from this game and point totals. For the Long Grove Lady Longhorns, it was Gracie Lewis who leads the way with 14 points. Callie Williamson with 2, Rayana White with 6, Presley Hunt with 8, and Sadie Hockersmith with 3. For the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers, only 3 different Lady Panthers recorded a point for Pauls Valley and Kayla Denton's squad. It's Mallory Carter leading the way with 14, Kate Taylor with 8, and Kylene Denton with 4. Denton had those 4 points in the second quarter, but for a long time it was just Mallory Carter and Kate Taylor who were scoring for the Lady Panthers. And this is the halftime show here on KICM TV that's brought to you by the station. Hey, are you hungry? A mouth-watering menu and wall-to-wall TVs. The station is your spot for pro, college, and even your local high school sports teams. 2 blocks east of the Carter County Courthouse on Mill Street, open 7 days a week. The station, where every game is played on home turf, and this is the final game that will be played on home court for both the Long Grove Lady Longhorns and the Longhorns. Winning and losing still results in both Long Grove boys and girls basketball teams playing at Douglas on Friday night. It just depends on the opponents and who they will play. The winner of this game will play the winner of Douglas and Cash. That game is actually being tipped off same time as this one. The loser will play the winner of Star Spencer and Sulphur, and that game is being played on Thursday night. So whoever loses this game will have to wait and see who they will play until Thursday night. That game on February 26th. And of course, the Same goes with the boys. Got a good matchup. 33-26 is your score after 16 minutes here on KICM TV. We'll be back after these.
Exceptional Community Hospital. Your Ardmore Hospital is now open. We're a full-service hospital focused on addressing the healthcare needs of the community. We offer a wide range of care, including on-site labs and radiology services. You can count on friendly and caring staff, experienced physicians, and personalized care plans during a hospital stay or emergency visit. Plus, our streamlined check-in processes keeps your wait to a minimum. Exceptional Community Hospital Ardmore, because someone as exceptional as you deserves our care.
You don't see big banks doing what 1NB does. We're a community bank. We're here to serve the community. We see where we can help people and what they're really doing in their businesses. Our dedication to making sure that our community, where we live, where we work, is successful is a primary purpose of our bank. First National Bank cares about me and my community. I love living in a small community. I'm going to choose a small bank with people that care about the same community that I care about. First National Bank is my community bank.
We welcome you back inside the Gary Scott Center. It's 33-26 the score. Lady Longhorns in control for majority of that first half. A little late run by Pauls Valley, forcing some turnovers and getting some easy buckets. Propelled them to cut the lead down to 7. First possession out of the halftime break. The ball was knocked out of bounds. Both teams switched sides. We'd like to encourage you to stick around for the next game. Ardmore versus Lone Grove in boys basketball. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Tigers and Longhorns facing off on the hardwood. Winner advances to the regional championship. Loser will have to play in the consolation championship. Both games played at Douglas High School. Same goes for the girls squad. Rachel Hamilton was scoreless. It's Kylene Denton, there's Hamilton who misses, and the rebound by Lewis. Lewis with 14 points in that first half. Leading the way in scoring for the Lady Longhorns. She was tied for a game high with Mallory Carter. Lewis, Hunt, triple. That's a bomb. 3 3-pointers. The scoring is opened up by Hunt with now her third triple. And 9 for the senior. Turnover. Lewis Williamson, who was quiet in the first half, cannot open up with a three-pointer of her own. I mentioned Williamson had 19 points with 5 three-pointers in the win against Plainview. Kate Taylor is in double figures now with that short corner jumper. Right at that swing position. 6.5 to play, 8-point lead for the Lady Longhorns. 36-28. Lewis with 14, cut off, trying to get it to somebody. Defending well is Pauls Valley. She had it knocked out of her hands. She got her dribble back, tried to get it to Hunt. Now back to Lewis in the corner. Lewis drives. That should be an offensive foul, and it is. Lewis threw the chicken wing, and it was well played by number 4, Pauls Valley, Maddie Williams. Six minutes have gone by. 36-28. At the 6-minute mark, I should say. Hamilton, 3. Williams, too strong. Ball tapped around. Controlled by Williamson. In transition, Euro step, she was fouled. Fouled by Hamilton. And this should be free throws for Callie Williamson. First team foul on Pauls Valley. First free throw's up and good. Lady Horns only took 2 trips to the free throw line in the first half and went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Williamson goes 2 for 2 and she has 4 points. .540 left in the third quarter. This was the quarter last Saturday that gave the Lady Horns some trouble. A three-pointer taken from the left wing by Maddie Williams. It looked like the Lady Horns were not concerned with Maddie Williams when she had the basketball in her hands. Playing off on that three-point line, and Williams missed the shot. 10-point lead, 38-28, 5:27 left. It's a side out for the Lady Horns after it was knocked out of bounds. Williamson passed, stolen away. Tried to get it to Hunt, but Hamilton put a body on Hunt to create the turnover. And Williamson comes from behind and knocks it out of bounds. Stays with the Lady Panthers. 5:19 left in the third quarter. Two Lady Panthers in double figures. It's Carter and Taylor who have a combined 24 of the 28 points. That's a three-pointer by Williams. Her first bucket of the night, 38-31. So Maddie Williams not covered at the three-point line. She missed the shot a possession ago, but went ahead and fired away for her first points of the night. Hockersmith put up the shot and got hit in the face. No whistle. Here comes Pauls Valley. Denton, corner. Hamilton will drive. Spin move on Hockersmith. Blocked it. Great defense by Hockersmith. Here she comes. Blazing the other way. Trying to drive on Carter. She's cut off. And now in the corner, gets it to Lewis, who's been scoreless so far in this third quarter after 14 first half points. Screen. Pick and roll action. Hockersmith was denied. Lewis has to get it to somebody. It was a timeout by Jesse Buck. We'll take a timeout as well and be back. 38-31 is your score. Lady Longhorns still ahead by 7.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
looking at the second-year man as the head coach of the Long Grove Lady Longhorns. He's done a fantastic job. Served as both boys and girls head coach last season, but as we mentioned in the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show with our man Sam Hill, this is his first year of putting all his eggs in one basket with the girls basketball squad, and tonight marks his 50th career game as the head coach of the Lady Longhorns. Up 38-31 with nearly 4 minutes to play. Hockersmith loses her footing and she lost the basketball. Here comes Pauls Valley. Carter traveled. Carter, who had 14 points in the first half, has also been scoreless in this third quarter. 3:58 to play. Jesse Buck, the Wilson High School graduate, became 6-0 during his tenure as the girls coach against Plainview. We mentioned in the opener, he went 3-0 against Plainview for the second consecutive year. Kylie Williamson has had a hard time finding the basket tonight. Just 4 points after 19 in the district championship win against Plainview. That's a three-pointer. That is no good. Offensive rebound, however, by Carter underneath, and she's fouled on the shot. This should be free throws. It is not. It's not free throws. Instead, it's an inbound underneath to Carter, guarded by Williamson. Look at a post up. She's got help on the backside by Hunt. A turnaround jumper that's no good off the back iron. And a rebound by Hunt. 3:20 left. White, Hunt opened up the scoring with a three-pointer. Instead, she'll drive inside, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Pauls Valley. It's actually last touch by the Lady Longhorns. A turnover. Good defensive showing by Pauls Valley. So far, the third quarter scoring has been 5-5. 38-31. Layup up and good. And after a scoreless first half, Maddie Williams has 5 points with a three-pointer and then that drive layup. 5-point deficit. They can control it to one possession with a layup, and they do. Kate Taylor with a dozen. It's a three-point game. 38-35. White, right-handed dribble, crossover. Nance is wide open underneath, but she missed the layup. And she fouls the Pauls Valley defender. That was Hamilton. That was a double negative by Nance. Missing the easy bump, and then a foul 90 feet from the basket. .2:15 to play. Pauls Valley can tie with a three. They only have 3 three-pointers tonight as a team. Instead of drive baseline by Hamilton, who has had a lid on the basket all night long for herself. Can't seem to find a bucket yet. Under 2 minutes to play. White controls the ball, trying to reset the offense. Lady Horns need a bucket. A silent 6-0 run by the Lady Panthers. White does not have a dribble. Pauls Valley Lady Panther crowd, which is a good one, is starting to come alive. Under a minute and a half to play. The cutting Hunt lost the ball. Cronley picks it back up. Ball nearly stolen. It is on the ground. Pauls Valley can call a timeout, and they don't. It's a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Lady Horns. Under a minute and a half to play. Pressure's picked up for the Lady Horns. They've been outscored 11-5 in this third quarter. With a 6-0 run from Pauls Valley. Hockersmith underneath, she's fouled. Fouled by Carter. Free throws for the senior. Has combined over 1,500 points and rebounds in her career. Hockersmith is 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight, making that now 2 for 3. She has 4 points. Hunt checks out for the first time tonight. She did not check out in that first half. Lewis checks back into the game. Hockersmith went 2 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 5 points. Ball is lost out of bounds off the knee of the Lady Panther. That was Carter. Now the momentum swinging towards the home team, the Lady Longhorns. After what seemed to be Pauls Valley looking to take control and possibly tie the game. Haven't led in this game since it was 11-10 in the first quarter. White is still having trouble handling the basketball. Give credit to Taylor and Carter, who have been the backcourt for Pauls Valley. Hockersmith, 45 seconds on the third quarter clock, 40-35 behind the back move. Hockersmith looking to get free, instead kicks corner Cronley. Cronley drives with the right hand, and she traveled. Picked up her dribble and then took an extra step. You just can't do that. 40-35, the turnovers have been a problem in this third quarter for the Lady Longhorns, giving extra possessions to the Lady Panthers, who trail by 5, 35 seconds. 40-35 the score. Quickly ahead, Hamilton. Lady Panthers have numbers. Half-court basketball. Short corner jumper, no. Too strong. Rebound. Control. Blocked. Lewis. It's the offensive rebound by Taylor. Lewis with an emphatic rejection. Turnover, last touch by Pauls Valley, and it's Lady Longhorns who can control these last 21 seconds of this third quarter that has been won by Pauls Valley. Lewis, 2. She's got her first bucket in the second half. More importantly, 16 points, 6 seconds. Shot nearly at the buzzer, no good. Rebound, Cronley. And after what looked like to be a win for Pauls Valley in that third quarter, they did outscore the Lady Longhorns, but a good ending to that last minute and a half for the Lady Longhorns. They still lead by 7. 8 minutes to play. We enter the final frame here at the Gary Scott Center. Stick around for more.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family. At Barrett Mortgage.
42-35 is your score. Winner will advance to the regional championship game. And in a regional championship game in Oklahoma high school basketball, the winner or loser of the game will advance to the area tournament. Loser will have to await the opponent of the winner of Star Spencer and Sulphur. That game will be played on Thursday night. This is Kate Taylor, who had 8 points in the first half, 4 in the third, took on 2 Lady Horn defenders and got awarded with a foul call. I would imagine this is free throws. Yes, it is. A running, gunning Lady Panther team. It's been a track meet in this game, much like the game on Saturday night. And much like the game on Saturday night, Lady Longhorns letting their opponent hang around in that third quarter. 2 for 2 from the free throw line is Taylor. She has 14 points, the second leading scorer next to Mallory Carter with 16. Hockersmith for 2. She's got 7. The scoring has been opened up by the junior from Pauls Valley and the senior, number 23 from Lone Grove. 44-37, still a 7-point game. Ball lost out of bounds, knocked out by the Lady Horns. Substitution, Rachel Hamilton is out. Lexi Dismuke is in. Hunt, 7 minutes to play. Williamson, who just has 4 points in tonight's contest, missed the layup. Pauls Valley can kick the ball ahead. If they wanted numbers, they do not. They still control, down by 7. 6:45 to play. Denton with 4 points, got right past Williamson. There was no help on the backside. 44-39, it's back to a 5-point game. Since Lone Grove has led by as many as 12 in this ball game, Pauls Valley has only been able to cut the lead down to 3. It's down to 5. They look like they have the basketball back. Possession arrow is with Lone Grove after the jump ball. 44-39 the score. .621 left. Pass up top by Hunt to Hockersmith. Hook shot no good. Too strong. Rebound Pauls Valley, but it's stolen from behind. Give credit to Lewis for the steal. Williamson nearly went over the back. That's what the Pauls Valley coaching staff wanted. There was a timeout on the floor. We will take one as well and be back after these words. Lady Horns up 44-39.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
Welcome back to the Gary Scott Center. 44-39, 6:07 left. In the first game of 2 in the regional winners bracket. Turnover. Arid pass, stolen. Pauls Valley the other way. But then a turnover for Pauls Valley, and it's stolen back by the Horns. Lewis, 2, you bet. 18 points for Gracie Lewis, who only had 2 in the loss, in the win against Plainview last Saturday night. It's been a big part of why the Lady Horns are up by 7. Miss layup. Rebound tapped around and controlled by Callie Williamson. Now it's in the hands of White, the point guard. Hunt, 3. You can't leave her open, and that's why. 4th three-pointer for Presley Hunt. She's got 14 points. Shot no good by Pauls Valley. It's back to a 10-point game, 49-39. White, left alone. Doesn't have a three-point make in this game. She'll drive inside. She's fouled. Free throws coming. And the Lady Longhorns with a 10-point lead can now extend it with these free throws from White. Not a lot of team fouls in this game. Just 2 combined for both teams. First free throw good by White. Brianna White in double figures. She matched her total from last Saturday night's game against Plainview with 9 before that free throw. White goes 2 for 2. She's got 11 now. Three Lady Horns in double figures. That's a made basket by Pauls Valley. We'll take another timeout and be back after these words here on KICM TV.
Exceptional Community Hospital. Your Ardmore Hospital is now open. We're a full-service hospital focused on addressing the healthcare needs of the community. We offer a wide range of care, including on-site labs and radiology services. You can count on friendly and caring staff, experienced physicians, and personalized care plans during a hospital stay or emergency visit. Plus, our streamlined check-in processes keeps your wait to a minimum. Exceptional Community Hospital Ardmore, because someone as exceptional as you deserves our care.
Three Lady Horns in double figures. There were three in double figures last Saturday night. It was Williamson, Hunt, and Hockersmith. Tonight, it's Lewis, Hunt, and White. Lewis leading the way with 18. That's Hockersmith, who now has 9. Knocking on the doorstep of double figures. It's a 12-point game. 4:16 left in this fourth quarter. Up top is Mallory Carter, the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers. There's an offensive foul, a turnover on Pauls Valley. 4:04 left. Lewis ahead across the timeline. Breaking the press. White for 3. No good. Offensive rebound controlled by Lewis. She's been all over the glass. She's been a menace inside, where she has 18 points tonight. That's a game high. Ball was knocked out of bounds. Last touch, Pauls Valley. 53-41. Hockersmith got right at the doorstep, but just missed the shot. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Lone Grove. Last time these two teams met in a regional match was in 2021, February 25th, 2021. And it was a Pauls Valley win, 37-32 in the consolation round. Hamilton cut off on the baseline. Cut. Denton, foul, count it, and the harm. And for the second time, Denton has a three-point play. The first time she went to the line, she actually missed her free throw. Denton with half a dozen. 3:19 left, Lewis checks out, Maggie Nance is in. .319 left to play. Denton can cut the lead to single digits with the free throw, but it's too strong. And a rebound by Hockersmith. She actually might have got a kick in the head as she was falling down, driving baseline. Just crossing the timeline was Nance. Side out staying with the Lady Horns. 3:10 left. White took the screen from Nance. They're actually going to call an illegal screen. Offensive foul on Nance. 53-43, 3:02 left, I should say, in this fourth quarter. Lady Horns in the driver's seat. They just got to finish this game. Hamilton. Now it's Williams with 5 points. Denton with 6. Williams a 3. No good, and a rebound controlled by Hockersmith, and White ahead across the timeline. Approaching 2.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Lady Longhorns looking for win number 8 in a row. Hockersmith, 2, you got it. Hockersmith becomes the 4th Lady Longhorn in double figures. Missed shot, it was Taylor, who has 14 points tonight. Missed the shot. And now the Lady Horns just trying to control the basketball here. White, again, Hockersmith. Could it be the same play? Instead, she kicks out. Williamson, 3. Too short, rebound. Taken away, Hockersmith. Puts it up, and she's fouled. Official will say the foul was on the floor. So no free throws for Sadie Hockersmith on this play. 1:55 left. Lady Horns lead by a dozen. Inbounding underneath, thrown to the right corner. It's Williamson who has it, guarded by Denton. Hockersmith with 11. Looking to work those post moves. Instead, it's White inside. She's fouled. Fouled by Taylor. 2 free throws for Rayana White. Second trip to the free throw line this quarter. She can add to her total of 11 points. 1:44 remaining. The first one is up and good. Don't forget to stick around after the conclusion of this game. We'll get you set for Ardmore and Lone Grove, the boys matchup of this doubleheader on a Super Tuesday on KICM TV. Winner advances to the regional championship game. Winner advances to the regional consolation championship game. Both teams can advance to the regional championship. Of course, if you lose this game tonight, whether you're girls or boys, you still have a chance to win a regional championship. You get in the regional consolation championship, you still advance to the area tournament. There's a timeout by Kayla Denton. We'll take one as well and be back after these words.
Exceptional Community Hospital. Your Ardmore Hospital is now open. We're a full-service hospital focused on addressing the healthcare needs of the community. We offer a wide range of care, including on-site labs and radiology services. You can count on friendly and caring staff, experienced physicians, and personalized care plans during a hospital stay or emergency visit. Plus, our streamlined check-in processes keeps your wait to a minimum. Exceptional Community Hospital Ardmore, because someone as exceptional as you deserves our care.
You don't see big banks doing what 1NB does. We're a community bank. We're here to serve the community. We see where we can help people and what they're really doing in their businesses. Our dedication to making sure that our community, where we live, where we work, is successful is a primary purpose of our bank. First National Bank cares about me and my community. I love living in a small community. I'm going to choose a small bank with people that care about the same community that I care about. First National Bank is my community bank.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family. At Barrett Mortgage.
30 seconds left. Another foul, 58-45 is the score. It's White who is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line looking to put the bow on top of this regional winners bracket win. Lady Horns will have a date with the winner of Cash or Douglas Friday night for the regional championship. Whether they win or lose, they will advance to the area tournament. Three balls up and good. Carter with a three with 19 points. Nine and a half seconds left with an 11-point lead for the Lady Longhorns. Taylor, too strong. Offensive rebound, trying to get chased out of bounds. The Lady Panthers will step out of bounds. 5.4 seconds. All the Lady Horns have to do is just inbound the ball. Hawkersmith has it. It's knocked out of bounds. Longhorn crowd will get on their feet, give a round of applause. Williamson escapes, and that is the game. Lady Longhorns with an emphatic win in convincing fashion for a spot in the regional championship game on Friday night at Douglas. Final score 59-48. A fantastic win for Jesse Buck and company. Now making them winners of 8 in a row. They will welcome the boys squad out on the court as the 10-minute warm-up period has began for now our second game of this doubleheader here on KICM TV. It's the Lone Grove Longhorns versus the Ardmore Tigers here on KICM TV.
PayMe checking is the #1 debit card at Communication Federal. With good reason, because you earn real money rewards with your Visa debit card. With Communication Federal, you can get a fresh, shiny new debit card at the branch same day, so you can get out there and do your thing and get rewards for doing it. Open your PayMe checking account online at comfedcu.org or at any branch in just a few minutes. PayMe checking, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Curbside pickup from Applebee's of Ardmore is an easy way to enjoy all of your Applebee's game day favorites. Favorites like the Fiesta Lime Chicken or made-to-order burgers. And Applebee's 2 for $25 is always a winning play. Order online or via the Applebee's app. Or better yet, have Applebee's cater your game day party. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Applebee's of Ardmore. Open till midnight Sunday through Thursday and open till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays.
Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery has been caring for the people of Southern Oklahoma for over 40 years. As board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons, Dr. Wallace and Dr. Sutherland have the highest level of expertise in the removal of wisdom teeth, placement of dental implants, facial injuries, corrective jaw surgery, jaw pain, and facial cosmetic surgery. By continually learning innovative techniques and utilizing the most up-to-date technology, they are able to provide world-class oral and facial surgery right here in Southern Oklahoma. To discuss your oral or facial surgical needs, call the experts at Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
Boys contest this evening between the Ardmore Tigers and the Lone Grove Longhorns. Let's meet the starters for the visitors on the scoreboard for Ardmore Tigers. Sophomore number 1, Jermaine Stubblefield. Senior number 3, Peyton Ellison. Senior number 5, Krishan Loftus. Junior number 22, Tyson Lester. And sophomore number 35, Trendon Jackson. The Tigers are coached by head coach Daquan Cubitt, assisted by Brandon Askew and Wayne Rogers.
Well, let's meet those starting lineups that were just announced by the public address announcer Josh Mitchell inside Gary Scott Center. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Ardmore Tigers, led by head coach Daquan Cubitt. It's number 1, Jermaine Stubblefield. Number 3, Aiden Ellison. Number 5, Krishan Loftus. Number 22, Tyson Laster. And number 35, Trendon Jackson. And for first-year man, Stephen Hunt. It's the same starting 5 he rolled with on Saturday night in the win against Plainview. It's number 2, Drake Madole. Number 5, Cooper Baxter. Number 10, Colt Harris. Number 21, Peyton Watterson. And number 14, Elijah Mims. We're underway. Ardmore won the tip and immediately gave it away to the Longhorns. This should be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Ardmore and Lone Grove, back-to-back turnovers. 1 possession, 1 turnovers for both teams. Ardmore Tigers led by first man Daquan Cubitt. It's Aiden Ellison up top running the point position, and now it's in the hands of Tyson Laster, number 22. Ellison, a bullet pass inside. Now out to Stubblefield. Pass over the top, tipped by Mims, stolen by Mims to Madole for 2. Drake Madole, who is the star in the district championship win against Plainview, opens up the scoring. It's 2-0 Lone Grove. Here's Ellison with a corner 3. No, a rebound by Baxter. It's out of bounds. Should be Ardmore basketball. And it is. Madole was the leading scorer with 18 points, 11 in the first half against Plainview. Baxter had 12. And it was really a balanced scoring attack after that. Mims was 7, Harris was 6, Watterson with 4. The key for the Horns is going to be the bench scoring. Stephen Hunt ran a 10-man rotation last week against Plainview. All the points in that game came from his starting 5 that's on the floor right now. And if they want to win this game, they're going to have to have a big game out of number 10. He just had the basketball. He now does in the corner. Guarded heavily by Loftus. Drake Madole doubled. Harris 3. No. Rebound controlled by Ardmore. Trendon Jackson, the center for Daquan Cubitt's squad. Ellison is 0 of 1 from the field from 3. Make that 0 for 2. Wild shot in the lane. Ardmore still scoreless. 6 minutes have gone. We're at the 6-minute mark. 2 minutes have gone by. Mims is double teamed. Nearly lost the basketball. Madole a 3. He was fouled on the 3. Free throws for Drake Madole. We mentioned was fabulous Saturday night. 18 points. And he just now still feels like he's healthy again. He dealt with a chest contusion majority of the senior season, and Stephen Hunt said after the game Saturday night, he said Drake was huge, and he's a big part of what this Longhorn team wants to do in this playoff run. He's 1 of 2. He'll get one more free throw. .558 to play, 3-0 Horns. Madole goes 1 of 2. 2 of 3, I should say. He's got 4 points. 5:55 left. Tigers need a bucket. Who's going to be the scorer? It's Stubblefield. Now Laster. Aiden Ellison started his high school career at Marietta High School. Now playing for Daquan Cubitt. That's a top of the key 3. That's too strong from Trendon Jackson, the stretch 5 of this team. Under 5.5 to play. Horns nursing a 4-point lead so far in this first quarter. Winner advances to the regional championship game. How about the athletic move, Elijah Mims in for 2. 6-0 Horns. Mims with 7 points in the win against Plainview. Athletic guard, can play the top of a defensive set. Can also get after it. Ardmore looking for a shot. Jackson, Ellison with ball movement. Inside, Stubblefield too, he's fouled. It's Jermaine Stubblefield to the free throw line, looking to get Ardmore on the board. Stubblefield misses on the first free throw. Ardmore Tigers, 17-7 overall record. Number 16 in Class 4A ranked. Missing, but it's Jackson with the offensive rebound, and he had a wide open layup, and the Tigers go 0 for 2 from the free throw line, and then one missing that shot right there from Jackson. Been a struggle so far for the Tigers, playing for the first time inside Gary Scott Center. Mims tried to feed Harris on the cut. It was stolen. Good credit to Ellison. A series of dribble moves. Tries to kick out. Now stolen by Harris. Here comes Colt Harris, the senior, with a Euro step and a move inside for 2. 8-0. Horns. Quick trigger 3, no. Jackson an offensive rebound. 3:52 to play, 8-0. Home team on the scoreboard, the Long Grove Longhorns. Stubblefield, guarded by Watterson, kicks out. Quick ball movement. Jackson, short corner baseline jumper is good, and the Tigers are finally on the board. Eight to 2 the score, under 3.5 to play. Madole, nice pass. Baxter, it was stolen. It was knocked out of his hand, stolen back by the Horns. Drake Madole inside for 2. He missed the shot but got the foul. He'll attempt free throws 4 and 5. He was fouled on a three-pointer. Madole opened up the scoring score in the first 4 points. He makes the first free throw. Substitutions for the Ardmore Tigers. Jawan Lee in number 0. 2 substitutions for Lone Grove. Brandon Heckettthorne and T.J. Culberson in. Watterson and Mims get an aid. Drake Madole goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, now 4 of 5 from the line in this first quarter. Leading all scorers with 6 points, 10-2 in favor of the Horns. Lone Grove coming out with their hair on fire so far in this game. That should be a foul as Jawan Lee trying to make his presence felt. The newly instated Tiger is fouled by Heckettthorne on the baseline. The key for the Longhorns is going to be the foul trouble. 3 of their 5 seniors that get rotational minutes were all in foul trouble, and it started with Elijah Mims. That's a shot that's blocked inside by Heckathorn. That's going to be a matchup too. Heckathorn and Jackson. 2 giants getting after it. There was a foul call. And the home crowd, we're on the home side this time tonight, did not like that call. Can't you tell? Jackson makes the first free throw. Jackson with all 3 points for the Tigers. I did not catch it, but I don't know who the official called that foul on for Lone Grove. Jackson goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line with a fortuitous bounce on the second free throw. They did call it on Heckathorn. 4 points for Jackson. It's 10-4. Lone Grove 10, Trendon Jackson 4 for the Tigers. Harris 3. You got it. Wow. Cole Harris, who had a pedestrian game last Saturday night against Plainview, only pouring in 6 points. He's got 5 so far in this first quarter. 13-4. Mid-range jumper, no good, and a rebound by Drake Madole. Quickly ahead to Harris. Harris averaging 12 points on the year, shooting 40% from three-point range. Such a valuable piece to Stephen Hunt's team. Culberson doubled, gets it to Heckathorn. Heckathorn has it stolen. Here comes Ardmore with a layup the other way. Tyson Laster for 2. First Tiger to score that hasn't been Trendon Jackson. 13-6. Madole tries to split the double team. It's stolen. Stubblefield. Ellison has it stolen from Culberson. Both teams giving the ball away, and there's a timeout by Stephen Hunt. 13-6 is your score. Turned into a back-and-forth affair after an early 8-0 lead from the Lone Grove Longhorns. We'll be back after these words.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
You're looking at Daquan Cubitt, first-year head coach of the Ardmore Tigers. He's done a tremendous job for this team. Became the 3rd different head coach for the Ardmore Tigers since 2019. Cubitt took over for longtime head coach Kyle Jesse, where Jesse had over a decade of head coaching success. A steal. Jawan Lee off the glass. Over Culberson for 2. It's a 5-point game, 13-8. Tigers now showing pressure. A near turnover. Mims falls to the ground, and that will be a foul. It will go against Tyson Laster. Lee pours in the first bench points of the game for either team. As we mentioned, the Longhorns did not have a bench point in the district championship win against Plainview, the 47-33 win. Look at Jawan Lee all over Peyton Watterson. Watterson gets it away to Mims. Mims driving, almost a travel, but there is a foul called. Gino Odom, 6'4" junior, checks in for the Ardmore Tigers. Drake Madole is back in. He gets TJ Culberson. So far, Stephen Hunt has made 2 substitutions in this game. Daquan Cubitt has done the same. 4 starters, all 5 starters in for the Longhorns. Runner in the lane by Watterson is good for 2. (15-8). Back to a 7-point advantage for the Longhorns. Under a minute to play. Jawan Lee 3. No good, and a rebound by Harris. Stolen back by Ardmore, but stolen back by Lone Grove. Mims is bumped and fouled. New Tiger in the game, number 25, Jaden Thomason, 6-foot senior guard. Christian Loftus also back in the game. Elijah Mims, fantastic wide receiver for head coach Curtis Cole's squad on the gridiron. Makes his presence known on the basketball floor as well. Tyson Laster, Jermaine Stubblefield, both out for Ardmore. Mims goes 1 of 2. Ball knocked out of bounds. Who's it last touched by? It's last touched by Ardmore. They'll stay right here. Mims with 44 seconds to work with, guarded closely by Jawan Lee, who's provided great minutes off the bench for Cubitt. Ball tipped around. Jawan Lee had it, but couldn't get it back. Nearly stolen again. Lee takes a hard fall on the ground. It's Ellison for 2. No. Offensive rebound. No. Tipped around. There's a foul underneath. Jawan Lee went sky high to try to get the ball, and he got knocked down and fell hard on the floor. Daquan Cubitt was looking for a foul. Didn't get the whistle, but Ardmore gets a whistle underneath. Kobe Brewer checks in for the first time tonight, getting Elijah Mims. Culberson back in for Drake Madole. Now the third man to come off the bench for the Tigers is Brewer. Loftus trying to work on Harris. Instead, it's Jawan Lee on the slightly smaller TJ Culberson, and it's Ellison. 16-8, 8 seconds left. Tigers have to move. Ellison looking for a screen. Gets it from Odom. Lee, 3, up and too strong. 16-8 is the score after 8 minutes in Lone Grove. High pace, high scoring. We'll be back for the second quarter after these words.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
Stephen Hunt making some early first quarter adjustments. The first-year man with the Lone Grove Longhorns. We begin the second quarter. We had 24 combined points in the second quarter. 16 of those belong to the Lone Grove Longhorns. They lead by 8. Mims being hounded, first by Jawan Lee and now Loftus. Harris drives, blocked. Stubblefield with a rejection. Here comes Ardmore, who struggled shooting the ball from the field. Also struggled finding production from their starting 5. Only 6 points, 4 from Chendon Jackson, 2 from Tyson Laster. They got 2 from Lee. That's a 3. Ring it up for Thomason. Jaden Thomason for 3. 16-11, 5-point advantage. Backdoor cut, stolen by Ardmore. Jawan Lee with a deflection. The ball was grabbed by Jackson, and there's a foul. Packed crowd at the Gary Scott Center. A minute has gone by. Lee with 2. Loftus, 3. No, and a rebound by Baxter. Baxter was held scoreless in the first quarter, the only starter to not score in the first quarter for Stephen Hunt. Mims, corner. Baxter, who can shoot the 3. A 3-level scorer. Mims takes a good screen from Baxter. Puts it up inside, blocked by Jackson. Going to be hard to drive inside on this Ardmore Tiger defense, especially with 35 lurking around the paint. Also Stubblefield, who's taller than most. He's listed as a guard and he's 6 foot. Baxter is in the scoring books with 2. And now all starters have scored for Lone Grove. Dole scored 6 in the first quarter. Harris had 5. Mims with 3, Watterson with 2. Loftus, guarded by Culberson. Lee, 3 from the left wing. It's too strong. Rebound was tipped by Jackson, but in the hands of Mims. 18-11 the score. 5:54 left in the first half. A lot like the girls' game that just concluded. Baxter with a 3. Not like the girls' game, these games are going by fast. Baxter makes it a double-digit lead for the Horns. Largest lead of the night so far. Baxter with all 5 points in this second quarter. He got the rebound. It was knocked out of his hands by Jackson, but there was a foul. Under 5.5 to play. New Ardmore Tiger checks into the game. Number 2, Keldon Skinner, 6'2" junior. A lot of depth, a lot like the Lone Grove Longhorns. There is depth on this Ardmore Tiger squad. Already dipped into 5 players on the bench for Daquan Cubitt. Watterson, it was actually a fake by Mims. He misses the baseline jumper. Skinner, the rebound, trying to take 4 Lone Grove defenders on. There's a whistle and a kick ball on the Longhorns. Not a smart decision by Skinner to take on 4 defenders at once. But he gets the benefit of the whistle. 5:04 left. Baxter checks out after a hot start in the second quarter. Stubblefield, hook shot, no. Ellison rebound, puts it up. He can't get the follow. Tigers are doing a nice job on the offensive glass, just can't convert on the second chance points. Ellison working around a screen. That's a 3 by Thomason. He's already made 1 in the second quarter. Couldn't get that one to fall. Brewer tracks it down, but he's doubled in the corner. Loses it out of bounds. It's Longhorn basketball. .442 to play, 21-11. 10-point advantage for the Longhorns. Mims drives, a reverse layup, couldn't get it to fall. Give credit to Jermaine Stubblefield on the contest. Mims steals it again on the defensive end. Harris, 3. Too strong. It's Mims who lost it out of bounds. Lost it off of his leg. Out of bounds, Ardmore Tiger basketball. Trendon Jackson checks out. Back into the game for Daquan Cubitt is Gino Odom. Odom, a great rotational piece, especially for that forward center position. Provides size. Thomason, 3. You got it. He's got 2 now. 2 3-pointers, 6 points. The leading scorer for the Tigers, 21-14. As the Longhorns have a touchdown lead so far in this game, under 4 minutes to play. Brewer, no. Stubblefield, corner. Thomason, can he make it 3? He can't. Rebound, controlled by Brewer. 3.5 to play. Horns got those 2 quick buckets from Cooper Baxter, but that's all they've gotten in this second quarter. There's 3:24 left, and we'll have a timeout by Stephen Hunt. 21-14 is your score. We'll take a timeout and be back after these words on KICM TV.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
That's your score. Under 3.5 to play. The Ardmore bench so far has outscored the starting 5. Jaden Thomason with 6 points, Jawan Lee with 2. They have a combined 8. The starting 5 for Ardmore has 6. Harris, corner. Watterson lost the ball initially, but picks it back up, tries to drive baseline. He double dribbled. Trenton Jackson is the leading scorer for the starting 5 of Ardmore with 4. Tyson Laster has 2. For the for the Lone Grove Longhorns, they still have yet to get a point from their bench. Drake Madole has been on the bench for a while. Jawan Lee trying to adjust and put up the shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Culberson, Watterson, pump fake, 2. It was on the floor. The foul was called on the floor. So Watterson made the shot. Could have been a potential 3-point play, but it did not fall. Watterson off the glass. Couldn't get it to follow. Here comes Ellison. Lee. Thomason, 3. Too strong, but a rebound from Jackson. And a foul on the floor. Drake Madole, the leading scorer for the Horns. That's Jawan Lee, who hits the deck, and he's fouled on the shot. This will be free throws. Lee looking to cut the deficit to 5. So far, the Tigers have outscored the Longhorns in this second quarter, 8-5. Lee, first free throw, too strong. Two and a half to play. Lee tries the second free throw. It is up and good. 3 points for Lee, and here comes the full court pressure from the Tigers. Lee steals it from Culberson. Jawan Lee, nice pass, Jackson. He couldn't control it, but he gets it to Odom, who missed it right at the doorstep. And another foul on the Longhorns. That's now the 3rd or 4th time that Ardmore has had a point-blank layup. And they just can't get it to fall. They're fortunate enough to get free throws. Gino Odom to the free throw line for the first time tonight. He misses the first. TJ Culberson is out. Kobe Brewer is back in. Still no Drake Madole. Odom goes 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Jackson rebound. He misses. Too strong on the shot in the paint. Colt Harris, corner. No, and a rebound skying in is Jackson. Nearly poked away by Brewer, but it's Jackson, the 5-man, dribbling it up the floor. Ellison, corner. Thomason, now back to Jackson. Guarded by Mims. That's a mismatch, but Ellison, the lefty, fires the 3. That's no good. Watterson a rebound. Threw it away. Jawan Lee with another steal. And how about Jawan Lee in this game so far? Has just been a thorn in the side of the Horns, just trying to get the ball across half court. There was a foul called on the Longhorns. And not only is that just a foul that's away from the basket, but it's the 5th team foul, and we will see free throws for the rest of the game for the Ardmore Tigers. Lee misses on the first. Peyton Watterson checks out. Lee goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He's got 4 points. Mims loses it out of bounds. And the other side of the floor for the Longhorns has become sacred territory in this second quarter. Seems like every inbound pass, just trying to get it across half court, has been a difficult task. The Tigers' defense getting to the Horns in this second quarter. It's still a 5-point game, 21-16. It's the smallest Ardmore has gotten the lead down to. Make that 3. Jawan Lee with a floater in the lane. He has 6 points. Tying Thomason for a team high in scoring. Mims is fouled out of bounds. Jermaine Stubblefield checks back in. He relieves Gino Odom. Mims gets it in from Harris. A minute 11, 21-18 is the score. Brewer cut off Thomason. Now Baxter threw it. The pass was way too high, even for the 6'4" Brandon Heckathorn. So far, the Horns have been outscored 12-5. The 5 points for the Horns that come from that man who got the steal right there, Cooper Baxter. Mims driving baseline, puts up the shot, and he's able to draw the foul on Thomason. And Elijah Mims can go to the free throw line for the second time tonight. Mims makes the first. Five points for Mims. Substitution, Baxter checks back out, and Watterson is in. 35 seconds left. Game is back to 5 after the 2 free throws from Mims, 23-18, under 30 seconds to play. Jawan Lee has been the star so far in this game for the Tigers. He did not start the game. Jackson corner, bottom on the through. Trendon Jackson showing off that ability to stretch the floor. He's got 7 points, 7 seconds left. Horns need to go quickly. Brewer has it. Mims puts up the three. Got it! From point-blank range, Elijah Mims at the buzzer. Ardmore wanted a technical foul on Mims after what might have been said by Elijah Mims after the three-pointer that he shot over Jawan Lee. And Daquan Cubitt is absolutely livid. Talking to a couple of the officials, but other than that, that was a shot right between the eyes. And we leave the first half with a 5-point lead. Back-to-back triples from both teams. One from Jackson and then one from Mims. We'll be back after this. Don't go anywhere. 26-21 is the score here at the Gary Scott Center.
At Barrett Mortgage, you're not just a client, you're family. Your local mortgage experts, Kat and John Terry and Tim Barrett, have 50-plus years of combined experience in making things stress-free, with fast approvals and options tailored just for you. First-time buyers, refinances, federal loan programs, and more. Barrett Mortgage will guide you every step of the way. Your friendly and local mortgage lenders is Barrett Mortgage. For reviews, contact info, and more, visit barrettmortgagegroup.com. Barrett Mortgage, where we treat you like family.
Harvey Douglas Funeral Home and Crematory wants you to know that planning ahead gives you the opportunity to select merchandise and services at today's prices and relieves your loved ones of making hasty decisions later. Harvey Douglas is the only funeral home in Ardmore offering 4 family meeting rooms with unique backdrops to personalize your experience. Their caring staff can help arrange every aspect of a beautiful funeral. Before making any decisions, visit Harvey Douglas Funeral Home and Crematory in their new facility at 2118 South Commerce in Ardmore.
PayMe checking is the #1 debit card at Communication Federal, with good reason, because you earn real money rewards with your Visa debit card. With Communication Federal, you can get a fresh, shiny new debit card at the branch same day, so you can get out there and do your thing and get rewards for doing it. Open your PayMe checking account online at comfedcu.org or at any branch in just a few minutes. PayMe checking, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Curbside pickup from Applebee's of Ardmore is an easy way to enjoy all of your Applebee's game day favorites. Favorites like the Fiesta Lime Chicken or made-to-order burgers. And Applebee's 2 for $25 is always a winning play. Order online or via the Applebee's app. Or better yet, have Applebee's cater your game day party. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Applebee's of Ardmore. Open till midnight Sunday through Thursday and open till 1 a.m. Fridays and Saturdays.
Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery has been caring for the people of Southern Oklahoma for over 40 years. As board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons, Dr. Wallace and Dr. Sutherland have the highest level of expertise in the removal of wisdom teeth, placement of dental implants, facial injuries, corrective jaw surgery, jaw pain, and facial cosmetic surgery. By continually learning innovative techniques and utilizing the most up-to-date technology, they are able to provide world-class oral and facial surgery right here in Southern Oklahoma. To discuss your oral or facial surgical needs, call the experts at Southern Oklahoma Oral and Facial Surgery.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
We welcome you back inside the Gary Scott Center. Andy Dunham on the call. Lone Grove and Ardmore. Winner advances to the regional championship game. Winner will play either the winner of Douglas and Cache at Douglas High School. This is the last game that will be played inside the Gary Scott Center, as this is a sub-site for Class 4A boys basketball. Area 2. Drake Madole didn't play much of the second quarter. He's back out. This is an original starting five for the Lone Grove Longhorns. Elijah Mims, 11 points, the leading scorer for the Longhorns. Drake Madole, as I just mentioned, 6 points, the second leading scorer. Colt Harris with 5, Baxter with 5, Watterson with 2. And for the Ardmore Tigers, it was Jawan Lee with 6 points in the first half, along with Jaden Thomason with 6. Trendon Jackson became the leading scorer with 7 with that corner 3 before time expired. A fresh 8 minutes on the clock. Third quarter begins. 26-21. We had fireworks at the end of the first half. We mentioned the Jackson three-pointer, and then Elijah Mims throwing up a prayer at the end of the first half, and he connected with a deep 3, making it just the third three-point make as a team for the Longhorns in the first half. Christian Loftus, who was scoreless in the first half, misses on the shot. It's knocked out of bounds by Jermaine Stubblefield. The 1-2-3 combination, Stubblefield, Ellison, and Loftus were all scoreless in that first half. What really kept Ardmore in this game was the production on the bench. 12 of the 21 points have came from both Lee and Thomason. A lot of those points coming in the second quarter. Madole. One's working it around the perimeter. Harris now back up top to Elijah Mims. Guarded by Trendon Jackson. He's listed as the center for the Tigers, but guard around the perimeter, as you can see right there. Mims picks up his dribble. Gets it to Harris, now to Baxter. Baxter's 5 points came all in the second quarter. A minute has gone by. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. 5-point lead for the Horns. Ball knocked out of the hands of Harris. Jackson still showing pressure. Gets a screen from Baxter. Is free. Switched on by Ellis. Driving baseline. Mims. Madole. Corner. Runner on the baseline. It's good. Drake Madole opens up the scoring for the Longhorns. He's got 8 points. Ellison, I mentioned, was scoreless, along with Stubblefield and Loftus. Missed shot by Tyson Laster. Come the Horns up by 7, 28-21. Harris was given baseline, but now doubled. A whistle and a foul. The Tigers are doing now is exposing that baseline into a trap. So Laster let Harris go baseline, and that opened up Loftus come in and try to set a double team, a trap on Colt Harris. Harris was fouled. That's a great pass. Baxter, however, it was blocked by Stubblefield, and a whistle and a foul. Free throws for Cooper Baxter. 2 minutes and 2 seconds have gone by in this third quarter. Cooper Baxter makes the first free throw. Baxter, who had 12 points, one of 2 Longhorns that was in double figures in the win last Saturday night. He was an all-Lake Country Conference member a season prior, comes back for his senior season, has provided a spark for this Lone Grove team ever since he stepped onto the floor. In the early years as a freshman, really came on as a sophomore. And Jesse Buck's first year, back when he was still the head coach of the boys squad. turnover. Mims gets down on it, and then Stephen Hunt is granted a timeout. 30-21 is the score. 5:25 left. We'll be back after these words on KICM TV.
PayMe Checking is the #1 debit card at Communication Federal. With good reason, because you earn real money rewards with your Visa debit card. With Communication Federal, you can get a fresh, shiny new debit card at the branch same day, so you can get out there and do your thing and get rewards for doing it. Open your PayMe checking account online at comfedcu.org or at any branch in just a few minutes. PayMe Checking, only from Communication Federal Credit Union.
Taking a look at Daquan Cubitt, head coach for the Ardmore Tigers. Cubitt attended Randall University after being a star athlete on the basketball floor and on the track and field at Moore High School. Won a state championship in the Class 4A 300-meter hurdles. Madole, another runner. This time it doesn't fall. The ball was lost out of bounds. That was Jackson and Stubblefield, who, that's a same team situation there. One's just got to grab it. Both still went after it. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers. So Longhorns fortunate enough to keep the ball on their side. That ball was tipped up into the air by Jackson. He steals it. Stubblefield ahead, layup. Knocked out of bounds by Watterson. Getting back to Cubitt. Of course, he grew up in Broken Bow. Senior season at Moore High School, averaged 15 points per game, nearly 8 rebounds, and 3 steals per game. There's a steal by Colt Harris. Under 5 minutes to play. Mims to Baxter. Now back to Mims, 2-man action. Horns looking for a good shot, up by 9, 30-21. 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Madole, the leading scorer for the Longhorns with 8 points. Jackson just picked his pocket and stole it away. Ellison now doubled. Timeout granted by Daquan Cubitt. .427 left, 30-21. This is an Ardmore Tiger team. 17-7 overall record, ranked 16th in Class 4A. Cubitt this season kept the trend alive of Ardmore finishing the regular season with a record of 500 or better for now 10 of the last 12 seasons. Cubitt also made a statement this year with a 4-3 record against ranked teams this year, including beating 8th ranked Anadarko twice in a week span. Also, the Tigers away from their home gym, 9-4 this season. Ardmore ended the year on a 3-game skid, but of course picked up a district championship win over Pauls Valley, making it the 2nd consecutive year Ardmore has captured the district plaque. Jawan Lee misses on the floater. And with 4 minutes approaching in the third quarter, the Tigers have not scored yet in this third quarter. 30-21. Baxter caught it underneath, but was actually behind the basket. Kicks Watterson corner 3. No. Tipped up into the air, controlled by Ellison. Ellison evades Baxter, who was behind him, and Ellison nearly throws it away. Jackson picks it up, but he loses it out of bounds. Last touched by Lone Grove. Stays with Ardmore. You make a call like that in a packed gym, one side is not going to like the call. Jermaine Stubblefield checks out for the Tigers. Ellison still searching for that first bucket. Knocked out of bounds, should be Ardmore basketball, but it is last touched by Lone Grove. So a couple of, you could say, questionable calls. Lone Grove the beneficiary on that one right there. Tigers still showing pressure. 30-21. We just had 4 points in this third quarter. All 4 have belonged to the Horns. Colt Harris found a gift underneath the rim. Scored 5 in the first half. He's already eclipsed more points. That's a long 3 by Loftus that's in and out. Harris already eclipsed his scoring total from Saturday night. He had 6, he's got 7. Baxter, Harris, corner, Watterson, open. Too strong. Jackson a rebound. In this quarter alone, Baxter has 2, Harris with 2, and Madole has 2. Ball nearly lost. I think that probably should have been a backcourt violation. Ardmore still retains possession. Loftus drives, and he's fouled. Stephen Hunt was jumping up and down on an imaginary pogo stick, wanting to know why there was not a backcourt violation called on the play. Mims and Watterson check out. The first substitutions made by the Longhorns in this quarter, and it comes with 2:21 left. Heckathorn and Brewer back in the game. All 5 starters for the Horns have scored. Ellison 3, bottom. That was a huge 3 by Ardmore, and especially a 3 that was much needed by Ellison. Aiden Ellison, a 5'11 senior. It's in the scoring book and hits the 4th 3 for the Ardmore Tigers tonight. 32-24. Madole, Euro step. So surgical on that drive, and he's awarded with free throws, with a chance to get in double figures as well. Drake Madole, who is an All-Lake Country Conference honorable mention a season ago. The Longhorns actually returned 3 honorable mentions and 1 named to the All-Lake Country Conference team. That was Baxter. The 3 they returned was Colt Harris, Madole, and Mims. The first free throw good by Drake. Drake, of course, his older brother, Xander Madole, is a terrific basketball player for the Lone Grove Longhorn team. His father, Matthew Madole, former assistant on the girls basketball squad under former head coach Josh Drenning. The Madole family has solidified themselves as a basketball family in the town of Lone Grove. It's a 10-point game. Madole went 2 for 2. Ellison with a 3. He's got back-to-back triples and 6 points. 34-27. Ellison finding some confidence. Heckathorn, Brewer. Waylon Smith is in the game for Ardmore, number 15, the senior. Did not play in the first half, but checks in with a minute left in the third quarter. Madole, Baxter, no. Rebound, Brewer puts it up and he's fouled. The smallest guy on the floor finds a way to get inside with the big boys. And Kobe Brewer can go to the free throw line and capture the first bench point of these playoffs so far for the Horns. First free throw is up and no good. Watterson will check in. Mims will check in as well. Harris is out. And Drake Madole is out. The storyline from the game Saturday night was Stephen Hunt ran a 10-man rotation. No bench player scored a point. That still remains true. Brewer missed both free throws. And a foul on the Horns. Ardmore has 14 fouls. The Horns now have 2. Under a minute to play. Ardmore still down by 7. Aiden Ellison starting to come alive in this game. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Tigers. Thomason got fouled on the closeout by Baxter. The second time tonight we have seen a three-point shooter get fouled. It happened in the first quarter to Drake Madole. And now for the Tigers, it's Jaden Thomason to the free throw line for 3 free throws. First one, no good. Thomason makes the second, despite the effort from the Lone Grove home crowd. He still gets one more. Thomason with now 7. Thomason taking his time at the free throw line. Goes 2 for 3. 8 points for Jaden Thomason. Juwan Lee back in the game for Ardmore. He does get Thomason. .4 seconds. 4-point game. 34-30. Colt Harris with the basketball. Adam Mims on the right wing. Baxter, dribble handoff. Watterson fouled. Fouled by Tyson Laster. Free throws for Peyton Watterson. He had 2 points in the first half. It's been a game of free throws in this final minute of the third period. First one's up and good. Interesting to note, Elijah Mims, who had 11 points in the first half, has been held scoreless in this second half so far. Carter Loftus, number 21 for the Ardmore Tigers, checks in for the first time tonight. Now the second Ardmore Tiger that's checked into the second half that did not play in the first half. Both free throws down for Peyton Watterson. He's got 2 points. Ellison. Juwan Lee, cross court, Carter Loftus. Ellison thought about the three, that his heels were at the logo at midcourt. Arid pass, it is tipped and it falls into the hands of Colt Harris. 6 seconds. Mims, has he got some more magic in him? Shot up, down. It was caught by Watterson. Do they count that? Are they going to count that? No good. The shot is no good. 36-29 is the score. We enter the fourth quarter. It's a 7-point lead for the Lone Grove Longhorns. Right after this break.
Exceptional Community Hospital. Your Ardmore Hospital is now open. We're a full-service hospital focused on addressing the healthcare needs of the community. We offer a wide range of care, including on-site labs and radiology services. You can count on friendly and caring staff, experienced physicians, and personalized care plans during a hospital stay or emergency visit. Plus, our streamlined check-in processes keeps your wait to a minimum. Exceptional Community Hospital Ardmore, because someone as exceptional as you deserves our care.
Fourth quarter is upon us. We're inside the Gary Scott Center. It's Drake Madole. He's the only Longhorn in double figures, along with Mims. Ellison nearly stole it away. Good hustle from Baxter. Mims. Now back to Baxter, still pressured by Ellison. Ellison forces a steal. Jawan Lee, corner. Ellison got Mims right in the air. 3, Loftus. No. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Lone Grove. Sequence of events. Ellison with a pump fake in the corner, set up Carter Loftus, who now checks out of the game. Had a great look at a three-pointer. Stubblefield for 2. That's his first bucket tonight. Jermaine Stubblefield cuts the lead to 5. Mims nearly loses it. Lee on the ground. He has it. A timeout was granted by Daquan Cubitt. Jawan Lee has unmatched effort in this game. 57 seconds have gone by in this fourth quarter, and the Ardmore Tigers have won that quarter so far. We'll keep it right here. Still 36-35 the score. Horns getting some encouragement from their home crowd. Trying to help get this momentum back that seems to be shifting towards the Ardmore side. Lee, Trendon Jackson with 1 3-point make in the game. That's a 3 that's way too strong by Stubblefield. And you guessed it, number 0, Jawan Lee, who's 5'9". A sophomore for the Ardmore Tigers, skied in for the offensive rebound and was able to draw the foul. Under 7 minutes to play. Stubblefield, Ellison, who had 2 3-point makes in the third quarter. Travel called on Jawan Lee. Looks like he might have just picked up his pivot foot. A side out. Harris, this is going to be difficult to get in. He does get it into Harris. He gets it into Madole. Watterson, Baxter, Mims. What's going to be the pace of this offense for the Longhorns? Obviously, you have to take a good shot. They lose it right there. Baxter had it stolen. Jackson with a great pass from Lee. Stubblefield, the offensive rebound. Jermaine Stubblefield has the last 4 points for the Ardmore Tigers after being held scoreless up until the last minute to start the fourth. Peyton Watterson drives, layup. No, but he was fouled. Every whistle, every play that is made in this game, there is noise being made on either side of the floor, or sometimes both sides of the floor. Both crowds with reactions to a whistle or some extracurriculars after a play maybe, because we're starting to see that a little bit. That's always fun. Watterson misses the first. Christian Loftus in. Tyson Laster is out. This game couldn't have been an instant classic. It could not have been an instant classic. It could not be a close game. It could not be a close game is what I'm trying to say. Two teams in southern Oklahoma. Jawan Lee, that was not a travel. He did lose his footing, but he got it to Jackson. Christian Loftus, bad pass, but good defense by Baxter. Steals it from Jackson. Harris, 3, no good. Ellison tries to throw it out of bounds. That's great hustle. Ellison, it was Stubblefield that kept it alive. It was Ellison who forced the steal. Jawan Lee inside. Fouled on the drive. Under 5.5 to play with a 3-point game, 36-33. Jawan Lee can go to the free throw line for 2 free throws and possibly cut the lead to 1. Free throw attempts number 4 and 5 for Jawan Lee, who has 6 points in the game. Misses on the first. Makes the second. He goes 1 of 2. 36-34 is the score. Does Jawan Lee have some blood on his arm? And he's getting some extra attention from head coach Daquan Cubitt, and did Ardmore call a timeout? I guess there was a timeout, but now Mims is out on the other side of the bench, and he actually took off the jersey of one of his teammates, and Elijah Mims now has to wear number 11. So I think what happened was there was some blood drawn by Jawan Lee, and it might have got on the jersey of Mims. Mims, of course, cannot play with blood on his jersey. It's a white jersey, of course. Baseball pass ahead. It breaks the press. Watterson for 2. Lone Grove scores in the blink of an eye after full court pressure was shown by Ardmore. So after we get the jersey situation figured out, Mims is now wearing number 11. Jawan Lee, filthy layup inside for 2. Jawan Lee is got whistled. I think there was a technical foul. There was a technical foul called on the floor. And it's starting to seem like this game's getting out of hand a little bit. Jawan Lee made a layup inside. And with the way the game is going, emotions are flying. Lee got assessed a technical foul. Drake Madole will shoot free throws. 5:01 left. And Jawan Lee just let his emotions get the best of him. Drake Madole misses the free throw. Drake Madole makes the second and gets it back to a 3-point game. 11 points for the 6'1" sophomore. He's already had some playoff moments in the district championship. Looking to make a few tonight. Get his team to the regional championship game that will be played at Douglas High School. The Ardmore Tigers have not gone without a fight. Baxter fouled by Ellison. Ellison trying to come up and pressure Baxter. Been a lot of extracurriculars after these plays from both teams. Daquan Cubitt has got to watch himself. This is a must-win game for both teams. Bad pass by Watterson, stolen Ellison. 4:44 to play. Stubblefield drives inside. What's the whistle? It's a charge. Cooper Baxter draws the charge. Stubblefield took on 3 different Lone Grove defenders. And did not get the benefit of the whistle. Harris stolen Jackson. Layup on Baxter. Got it in the foul. We got a free throw from a tie game. Trendon Jackson with a steal. Going the other way, an acrobatic finish over Cooper Baxter. The score should be 39-38. Free throw's no good, still a 1-point game. (39-38) the score, under 4.5 to play. Colt Harris 3, bottom. A huge three-pointer for the senior. This score is all kind of messed up. This score should be, it should be 42-38. I don't know how hard this is. I don't know how hard this is. To keep track of the scoreboard, there should be one more point added to the Ardmore Tigers. There we go. And meanwhile, Elijah Mims has to get some tape on his left leg. Good job by Cade McCurtain. Doing a fantastic job as our camera coordinator for a wild game. This game lived up to every bit of expectation. Stephen Hunt at the bottom of your screen, his dress shirt is untucked. 42-38, we got a correct score. Bad pass, turnover. Mims, Harris, layup, missed it. Jawan Lee rebound. Lee out of control. There's a foul and a charge called. Elijah Mims steps in and draws the foul. Substitution for Ardmore. Tyson Laster back in the game. That three-pointer from Harris a couple of possessions ago, he's in double figures now, joining Drake Madole as the only Longhorn in double figures. Ball on the ground again, picked up by Mims. Horns have numbers. Mims lost it, picks it back up, and he's in for 2. Mims with his first bucket of the second half. With 13, a steal. Madole, layup, great hustle by Laster to knock it out of bounds. Out of bounds, and the official says it was last touched by Lone Grove. .350 to play. Whistle and a foul on Mims. Ardmore trailing by 6. Ellison 3, bomb. 3 3-pointers from Aiden Ellison. Nine points in the second half. Baxter's in trouble. Gets it to Harris. Longhorns have to get it across the timeline. They do. In the lick of time. Mims. 3.5 gone by. Watterson. Harris. Back up top to Baxter. Guarded closely by Laster. Harris doubled. Baxter has options. Horns doing a nice job moving the ball around. Keeping the Ardmore defense on its heels. Ellison goes for the steal and he calls a foul. Aiden Ellison gets called for the foul. What a game we got here. Baxter makes the first free throw. 5 team fouls on Ardmore, 4 on the Longhorns. One more team foul for Lone Grove, and both teams will be in the bonus. Baxter misses on the second, fell to the ground after the shot. Ellison, who's been white hot from three-point range. That's Jackson with a 3, misses it. Jawan Lee the rebound, puts it up with a left hand, he counted it! He got it! He got that shot over Watterson with a right hand. Jawan Lee in double figures with 10. We have another Ardmore Tiger that has drawn blood. This time it's Jermaine Stubblefield. Of course, this is the second time that game has been delayed because of a cut. Stubblefield back onto the floor. We await one more free throw from Jawan Lee. Ardmore with 3 timeouts remaining. Lone Grove with 2. Christian Loftus, the only starter for the Tigers that has not scored. This guy certainly scored at the free throw line, and he did not start the game. Jawan Lee to complete the three-point play. Loftus had to check in for Stubblefield as he's still trying to clear up the blood around the mouth area. 45-43, missed free throw by Lee, keeps it a 2-point game. So we approach 2.5 to play. Drake Madole in the corner. Dribbles, gets it to Baxter. Baxter to Mims. Watterson back up top, Baxter. Now Drake Madole knocked out of the hands of Baxter, but there was a foul on Aiden Ellison. Free throws for Drake Madole. Makes the first, making it a 3-point game. Free throw attempt number 9 for the sophomore. It's good. 13 points for Madole. He's had a fantastic playoff run so far. Christian Loftus. Jackson, top of the key. Got it. You cannot leave him open. 1-point game, 47-46. Baxter, Harris, corner, Watterson. Under 2 minutes to play. Ball was knocked away. It was last touched by Ardmore. .157. Left in the fourth quarter. It was all Lone Grove in the beginning of the game. In the first quarter, some parts of the second quarter, Tigers made adjustments. And would you believe it if Cooper Baxter has blood on his jersey and he has to switch jerseys? He goes from number 5 to number 23. This is like in football, in college football, when players have to switch jerseys on special teams. Number 5 is now number 23 in this game. That was the jersey of Carson Callan. It now belongs to Cooper Baxter, and we're ready to play. Minute 57. After the first 3 quarters have sort of blown by, this fourth quarter has lasted a lifetime, it seems like. A lot of moments, a lot of delays have led to these final 2 minutes. Watterson is fouled by Jawan Lee. Jawan Lee looks at his head coach Daquan Cubitt, and he sort of explains to Jawan Lee that he did get a little bit of the waist, a hand check, if you will, on Peyton Watterson. Free throw is up, and it's good. Watterson's second trip to the free throw line. He was 2 of 2 his first time around. Got a literal bloodbath going on here at the Gary Scott Center. Close to a minute and a half. Loftus 3. Off the glass and in. Ardmore is in front by 1. 49-48. Tigers on the high side after Loftus scores his first bucket of the night. Madole, Watterson, back. Madole, got it! Drake Madole enters with a 3. 51-49. Horns ahead. Jackson, Loftus, drives baseline. He's fouled. Christian Loftus, a late member of the party, gives Ardmore the lead with a 3. Drake Madole answers back for his 16th point of the night. Peyton Watterson checks out. I believe Peyton Watterson is fouled out of this game. TJ Culberson is in. Christian Loftus. Free throw number 1 is on the way. No good. In and out. 2 of the biggest components of a basketball game. When it's close, you look at free throws and turnovers. Free throws might be a big part of this game for Ardmore. Loftus misses both. Lee, the rebound, puts it up, no good. Stubblefield, rebound, he puts it up. He's got it for 2. We're knotted at 51. Under 50 seconds to play. TJ Culberson, doubled. You cannot foul if you're Ardmore. Both teams in the bonus. 40 seconds to play. Drake Madole, guarded by Jawan Lee. Mims. Madole, right wing, guarded by Loftus, under 30 seconds to play. The Horns want to hold for the final shot. There's a timeout by Stephen Hunt. Drake Madole began to lose his footing, but Stephen Hunt was right there to call the timeout. And with 26.4 seconds to play, we're knotted at 51 points for a spot in the Class 4A Regional Championship game. Winner will play the winner of Douglas or Cash. The Ardmore Tigers with a series of buckets to tie the game. A huge three-pointer by Christian Loftus that gave Ardmore their first lead of the night. But then an answer in the right corner by Drake Madole for his 18th point and his first three-pointer of the night. And there was a foul on the other end by Loftus. It was on Loftus. Missed both free throws. A series of offensive rebounds, first by Jawan Lee. Missed the follow, but Jermaine Stubblefield, who has scored all 6 of his points in this fourth quarter. The 5 for Ardmore is Loftus, Lee, Stubblefield, Jackson, and Ellison. That's the starting 5 that started the game for the Tigers. Harris, Madole, Baxter, Mims, and Culberson is the 5 for the Longhorns. 24 seconds left. The ball gets into Mims, wearing the number 11 jersey. Madole guarded by Lee, 16 seconds. He's doubled, has to get rid of it. Harris, Culberson, 13 seconds, 12 seconds. With 10 seconds left, if you got one more timeout, why not use it? 9 seconds left. Stephen Hunt calls one more timeout. Ardmore still has 3 timeouts left. A full timeout by Stephen Hunt, drawing up a set play of some kind, maybe looking for something close to the basket. It'll be a side out for the Longhorns. We approach under 10 seconds left of this full timeout. Lone Grove has 0 timeouts, as you can see on your screen. This game was every bit of what it could have been. Ardmore and Lone Grove, no matter who wins this game, both teams will advance to Douglas for chances to enter the area tournament. The winner of this game will automatically have a spot in the area tournament. Here's Drake Madole with 7 seconds. Guarded by Stubblefield. Gets across the time. It's stolen by Stubblefield. The layup. He missed it. He missed it. Madole throws it ahead. Overtime. Overtime. Stubblefield. With a Brandon Knight moment. With a steal and a layup that was missed at the rim. Oh my goodness. That was the game. That was a lead layup for the ball game. A walk-off on the steal. Stubblefield missed it. Four minutes in overtime now. As we reset, what could have been the end. It was first the Longhorns who had the ball with the final 9 seconds. It was Madole who got pickpocketed by Jermaine Stubblefield. Stubblefield had the layup. And with the game in his hands, missed it. Jump ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Ardmore. Officials meeting in front of the Lone Grove bench. 51 all. Not sure what the officials met for, but whatever it was, they got it figured out. Harris with a sign out to Mims. Guarded by Jawan Lee. Remember, there's 4 minutes in an overtime period. Stolen. Lee. Before Mims could steal it back from Jawan Lee, there was a travel called on number 0 for Ardmore. That was really a win-win situation for Lone Grove. They got the steal back, but before that there was a travel call. We'll try again on this end. Madole T.J. Culberson. Culberson, the junior, lost the ball. Aiden Ellison applying the pressure and forces a turnover. And it's been all Ardmore since about the 4-minute mark of the fourth quarter. They were in control. Kobe Brewer is going to step up to the scores table. Loftus, a minute has gone by. 3 still to go. Lee inching his way inside the perimeter. Ellison 3. He has 3 in the second half. Stubblefield, who has been tremendous on the offensive glass. He tied the game with a putback. Team fouls will carry over into this overtime period. So that's why Jermaine Stubblefield has free throws. And he can make up for the missed layup. With 2 free throws right here, he misses the first. An instant classic. Stubblefield was 1 of 2. 7 points, all 7 have came in the fourth quarter, and now 1 in the overtime period. Madole has to face Stubblefield again. He's trying to split the double team. He's fouled. It should be free throws for Drake Madole. As we mentioned, the team fouls in the fourth quarter carry over into this overtime period. With 2:40 left, Drake Madole can now go to the free throw line and give the Horns their lead back with 2 made free throws. Drake Madole misses the first. Free throw attempts now number 11 just for Madole alone. And much like Stubblefield, Madole goes 1 for 2. He connects on the second free throw. Still tied at 52. 2.5 to play. Ellison, that's Loftus, check that. Missed the shot. Stubblefield stole it from Baxter. Loftus again. Bottom. Christian Loftus. 2 huge three-pointers towards the tail end of the fourth quarter and now in overtime. 3-point game for Ardmore, their largest lead of the night. Dangerous pass by Harris, stolen by Ellison. Quickly ahead, he's fouled by Madole. And in the blink of an eye, after a Loftus 3, Aiden Ellison can go to the free throw line and extend this game to 2 possessions after Ardmore was down by as many as 12 in this game. Ellison, first one is up and no good. Aiden Ellison was scoreless in the first half, but hit 3 huge triples in the second half to spark the comeback for Ardmore. Missed both free throws, battle for the rebound. Lee throws it right off of the knee of either Mims or Harris. And the hustle play from Jawan Lee. I've said that a plethora of times tonight. Jawan Lee, with just a relentless motor, has made winning plays all night long for the Tigers. 2 minutes gone. It's good. Jawan Lee for 2. He knifed right through the defense. 57-52. 1:50 remaining. Ellison knocks it away. Knocked from behind by Brewer. Ardmore crowd wanted a foul. They'll get the basketball anyway, as Kobe Brewer came from behind, diving at the feet of Ellison, and he knocked it out of bounds, saving a potential bucket for Ardmore. Oh my goodness. Ellison throws it up. Lee is fouled. It's an easy foul. Called on Elijah Mims. You don't stand any moments in games that can change the aspect of a game. You can think of about 10 moments on both sides that have changed the aspect and the outcome of this game. You can think of the three-pointers hit down the stretch by Ardmore. You can think of some offensive rebounds. You can think of some plays by Lone Grove, like a three-pointer by Drake Madole, and a couple of free throws down the stretch. Both free throws missed by Ardmore. Lone Grove dodges a bullet. That's a jump ball. And the possession arrow stays with Ardmore. Still 1:37 left. The fourth quarter and overtime have seemed to last an eternity tonight. After 3 quick quarters, that's a charge called on Stubblefield. I was anticipating a jump ball. But instead, it's an offensive foul on Jermaine Stubblefield. 1:31 left. Unbelievable turn of events in this game. Baxter goes through the hands of Harris, but Mims picks it up. Layup, no. Tapped back by Ellison. Jawan Lee nearly loses it. That's a foul. Kobe Brewer, a head full of steam, trying to make a hustle play. He fouls Krishan Loftus. Loftus can get redemption for those 2 missed free throws. The last possession for the Ardmore Tigers. Just an unbelievable turn of events. Misses it. The missed free throw woes continue for the Ardmore Tigers. They still lead by 5. 57-52, 1:16 left.
Every day begins with a promise to work hard and to build a future. That's why we're here, providing the tools, expertise, and John Deere equipment you have relied on for generations to help you get the job done right. We're with you. That's our promise to you, because no matter the project or the challenge you're facing,
we're with you. We're united.
Your pickup is an extension of you. Whether it's a work truck or a daily driver, you'll probably add a brush guard, steps, or rhino lining, spray-in bed liner, or running boards, bed mat, and cargo cover. If you're towing a camper, you may need a fifth wheel hitch. If it's your pride and joy, consider custom wheels and tires to go along with everything else. B&E Custom Trucks can take your stock pickup just like every other Joe on the block and turn it into your one-of-a-kind dream machine. Or just make it a lot more functional for you. Whatever your taste, whatever your budget, talk to the experts and B&E Custom Trucks. Highway 70 in Lone Grove, 657-6536.
Well, if you're just joining us here at the Gary Scott Center, if you might have been watching in the first half and you turned away from your television screen or streaming device, you might not have thought it was going to go this way. Don't tell that to the Ardmore Tiger faithful. They now lead by 6. Drake Madole doubled. Splits the double team. Kobe Brewer a layup. He's fouled. Kobe Brewer can go to the free throw line for attempts 3 and 4 at the free throw line. Brewer was at the free throw line in the second half and missed both free throws. Can he also make it the first point scored by the bench in the playoffs for the Horns? He can. He makes the first. It's still a 2-possession ball game at 5. 1:10 left. Misses the second. Rebound control by Trendon Jackson. Stubblefield. Stolen, there was a foul called. It was a near steal by Cooper Baxter. He dove at the ankles of Jawan Lee. The foul was called. Free throws for the Tigers. So again, I'd like to remind everyone that the winner of this game advances to the regional championship game to take on the winner of Douglas or Cash. And the foul was on Baxter. He is done for the evening. So Watterson has fouled out. Baxter has fouled out. And for head coach Stephen Hunt, that only makes this 5-point lead an even more uphill battle than it already is. And Jawan Lee, this is a free throw. The Ardmore Tigers have had a trouble at the free throw line tonight. They have been making key shots down the stretch, making defensive stops, and like that, offensive rebounds. Ellison really pulled the three-pointer. 53 seconds left. Tigers can hold. A timeout was called by Daquan Cubitt before the bucket was made by Jermaine Stubblefield. 51 seconds left. That's your score. Overtime in a regional tournament game. Full timeout called by Daquan Cubitt. He's a 17-7 overall record in his first year with the Ardmore Tigers. Ardmore has not been in an overtime game this season. (58-53) is the advantage in favor of the Ardmore Tigers. Jermaine Stubblefield will inbound underneath. Lone Grove was in one overtime game. It's Jackson, corner, Ellison decides not to fire the through. 40 seconds. Lone Grove's gonna have to get a turnover, or you're gonna have to start thinking about fouling. It's Jackson who missed it at the rim. Stubblefield, the offensive rebound. And the putback. 60-53, 7-point lead. Ardmore continuing to add on the largest lead of the game. They can add again. Jawan Lee, the layup the other way. The exclamation point on an unbelievable comeback. 13 seconds left. Madole crosses, puts up the shot at the top of the key. It's no good. Ellison with a rebound. It's out of bounds off of the horns. And this game has been decided. Jawan Lee will dribble out the last 4 seconds. He's fouled by Madole. But this game is over. Both teams who were 17-7 entering tonight's contest. Ardmore will improve to 18-7. Grove will fall to 17-8. More importantly, the Horns will have to wait to see their opponent. Free throws are good. Time has expired, and the Ardmore Tigers advance to the regional championship game at Douglas High School. Final score 64-53. What an incredible game between two juggernauts this season. But in the end, it's the Ardmore Tigers, who trailed by as many as a dozen in this game, win the game by 11. Make that make sense. But it was the Tiger defense down the stretch that was the difference. And on the offensive glass as well, three-pointers started to fall for the Tigers, and it is the Ardmore Tigers advancing to the regional championship game. They will play on Saturday night, 7:30 p.m., and will face the winner of Douglas and Cache. The Lone Grove Longhorns will have a date with the Sulphur Bulldogs at Douglas on Friday night. Tip-off will be slated for 7:30 p.m. Take a timeout and give final thoughts after these words on KICM TV.
Athletic injuries are essentially orthopedic injuries with sport-specific components. At Excel Therapy, our goal is for the athlete to return to the sport quickly. Excel Therapy can assist in speeding up recovery following surgery by improving range of motion, strength, and flexibility. At Excel Therapy, we excel at sports medicine. We excel at physical therapy. We excel at helping you excel. With clinics in Ardmore and Durant, our team excels at orthopedic injury recovery and sports medicine. Find us at exceltherapyok.com.
Ardmore takes down Lone Grove 64-53 in a game that was nearly a century in the making. In a playoff game, had so much on the line. Both teams' seasons still alive. It's the Ardmore Tigers who advanced to the regional championship round. And in that game, whether they win or lose, they advance to the area tournament. Lone Grove Longhorns will play the Sulphur Bulldogs on Friday night, February 27th at 7:30 p.m. Once again, your final score in the boys' game, 64-53. In the girls' match, it was the Lone Grove Longhorns winning 59-48 over the Pauls Valley Lady Panthers. A couple of great games tonight. We will continue with the playoff coverage Thursday night, as it's the Ardmore Lady Tigers taking on the Plainview Lady Indians. And, of course, we will continue regional tournament action Friday night and Saturday night for both the Lone Grove Lady Longhorns and Longhorns, and, of course, the Ardmore Tigers. We will see if the Ardmore Lady Tigers can keep their season alive Thursday night. Tip-off at 6:30, once again facing off the Plainview Indians. Once again, my name's Andy Dunham. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much to Cade McCurtain for coordinating your camera. Instant classics. A really instant classic in the last game. Lady Longhorns capture a victory, and the Ardmore Tigers capture a victory in our final game. Once again, I'd like to thank all our sponsors. I'd like to thank everyone who tuned in tonight. I'd like to thank everyone who was a part of the broadcast as well, including Cade McCurtain and Sam Hill, who joined us for the Exceptional Community Hospital pregame show. My name's Andy Dunham. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you all soon.